Yo, 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 yo.
Mm-hmm.
My good people. Welcome back once again to the Knicks in 6 podcast.
Woo! Happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, y'all.
Happy holidays. It has been a happy holiday indeed.
Indeed.
I am your humble and gracious host, Sire Van Dam, Ham Van Dam,
If you his
Van
man.
Easy. If you
Only if.
Guru, only if you my man.
Only if.
And I'm here with my guy,
Sean, once again.
the one in.
Once again, Sean Harris, government and all that out here in these streets. Find me. I'm not hiding. Go in your favorite group. Type my name. At me. Get at me. I'm here.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, indeed. Appreciate you coming on once again. We outside.
Definitely coming for this one.
Oh yeah, it's definitely this was gonna be a good one. So as you guys know, we are brought to you by the one and only Smooth Family Network. Cha cha cha.
Yeah.
You can follow us everywhere at Smooth Family ENT. You can follow me everywhere at Frostmind Guru, and Sean will find you.
Yes, yeah. Find me. You can follow me.
Yes, indeed.
But, you have to find me first. It don't come that easy.
And that's real.
We don't need all of that. If you want to talk to me, you talk to me here. You feel me? We talk about this. You feel me? Here, but I don't. This is enough. Let's go, man. I hit my asterisks. Let's do this. I got a new mic to tell him that I hit my asterisks. Yo, what? No,
so shout out to the new mic. You see my guy,
bro.
Got him a nice little shirt.
Yeah, you feel me?
MV7.
Got myself a nice little camera for it, a nice little shirt joint. I was told this was, this is a good day, man.
It'll work.
All of it is second to how I feel about this week, man. This stuff is cool. Have a good week.
Let's get into it. We looking at a 3-1 week. You put the asterisk on it.
Asterisk the 3
I said 2-2
week. Ooh. Thank you, iHeart.
You willed us to it.
Thank you, Tibbs. Thank you, iHeart, and thank you, Tibbs.
You willed us to it.
Been doing this for too long, bro.
You willed us to it.
Never shake it.
I'll give you that.
Oh, son, stand on it, dog.
You willed us to it.
And if RJ didn't sell in Utah, that would have been 2 3-1 weeks in a row.
Disgusting.
I'm just saying, we better than y'all acting like. Y'all need to be acting like me right now. We need to be a little belligerent right now. Just a little.
Just a tad. I'm not ready to get irrationally confident.
I am.
But I'm here for the 3-1 week. So let's start it off. Knicks at Lakers. We recorded right before that started, and we both said we was going to win. Guess what? We were correct.
Sure enough did.
We were correct. Knicks beat Lakers 114-109.
Wonderful ceremony, by the way, for the in-season tournament champions.
Of course, you knew they had to do it when the Knicks hashtag I'll wait for the Knicks game.
Ooh, it's beautiful.
Hashtag I'll wait for the
AD was
Knicks
back.
game.
That's 4 returned players in a row to make sure they see it. We get everybody's best. When we win, I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. Like, we win.
You better believe
There's no off days when you a Knick. There's no off days.
So we get 27, 14, and 3 from Julius Randle. Good game. Good game, Julius. I'll give you your props.
He shows up in LA.
29. He does. I'll give him that. 29, 4, and 3 from Jalen Himson. Who just had another very good him week. I'm just gonna put that out there.
He's leading the way on the week we had right now. This is beautiful.
Indeed.
Work.
He's the news of the week, but we're gonna get into that later. So 29, 4, and 3 for Mr. Himson.
Yes.
Emmanuel Quickly, 23 and 2.
Yeah, that was a week.
Man, Rowan, 12, 5, and 4. We're gonna get into that a little later too, but
it's like we have to say him, but I wanted to skip him when you mentioned him. Like we gotta save Rowan baby for.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but every time I look at it, I get a little sad.
Yeah.
I get a little sad. The story of this game is that Jericho Sims freaking sprained his ankle on the opening tip like
immediately.
a goofball.
Immediately.
And Jericho, get better, my kid.
Right.
No lie. You know, that's some goofy shit.
Once a Knick, always a Knick. But if this cap filler needed at the end of the season, son, like, because that was, it's been crazy times.
That was so goofy. That was so goofy. I couldn't believe it.
That's our luck. That's been our luck. We have no centers now. Top rebounding team out here. Offensive rebounding, all of this, as much as we rely on our bigs to play the way they play. Like, they may not be best, all around out there, but the way they play, we crafted a style to where they fit where they at. And to lose them, both of them,
disgusting.
And we had to get Taj. Shout out to Taj Brooklyn. Shout out to Taj Gibson.
That's Red Hook.
Oh,
ciao, Red Hook.
So glad he's back. I kid you not. I was thinking about in the summer about going to get Taj Gibson back. I swear to you. I just wanted him around. I feel good when he's around. I feel like everybody feel good when he's around. Like, now I don't understand the Ryan Archie Demon. I don't know.
That's a Jalen Brunson signing.
Yeah, but
that's a Jalen Brunson.
You can't have it all, King. Like, you can't.
You got to do it.
Can't have it all. Like, we can't do that.
Can't he though?
I mean, for right now, but we have you. All right, I'm all right.
Can't he though?
We'll get to that other stuff later. I'm thinking of fillers and how you make numbers work everywhere. But you're right. You're right.
You thinking rationally. You want me to get into an irrational.
I'm asking you to be belligerent, and that's why you're right.
All right. I thought this game was good. Like I said, we lost Jericho Sims. He's out for 2 weeks. Just very goofy way to go out for 2 weeks, in my personal opinion. Cam Reddish came back. Reddish came back. He gave us a very uneventful 4-2-1.
It's not looking
in 27 minutes. It's not looking
good for you once you leave the Knicks so far. They say a lot of things. This narrative has been around for a long time. You leave the Knicks and all of a sudden you're doing great. I'm sorry.
It's tough. I'm gonna say it's tough, but I am gonna say Bron told Darvin Ham he got to start. So. He must be decent.
No, man.
He's starting over Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
Because he played defense.
You're naming a bunch of players that's going to be traded by the deadline. You're naming a bunch of assets to me.
That's
real. So
whatever.
Okay.
So we got Cam Reddish return game. He obviously threw some shade at Tibbs. He's like, my time is done there. He's not really trying to talk about all that. AD came. I told y'all AD was just going to have to cook us.
He went to work.
And he did
work.
And he did. LeBron James, triple-double, 25, 11, and 11. In an L. Yeah. In a losing effort. Yeah.
After the banner goes up.
In a losing effort.
They wanted that. They wanted it. They can't get it.
Can't get it. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Randle's, I said Brunson was him throughout the whole week. Randle, is he, okay, so do we get to vote for player of the month anywhere or something? Do we get to nominate somebody? Because Julius Randle has been on an absolute tear. Like,
he's been cooking.
This is the first time that Julius Randle's been cooking in a way that Knicks fans are voting for him. Usually the coaches get him in for All-Star. But right now, he's getting loves from the people out there for showing up game after game after game.
He's cooking. The reality is that when you're not complaining about Julius is when he's showing good effort. So when you're not complaining about Julius, at least he's showing good effort. There's nothing really to complain about.
There's always room to complain about.
Just
listen to them out there.
Objectively speaking, right? When it comes to Julius Randle, he's a nut. he's going to take shots, and if he's making them, you don't really care as long as he's giving effort.
Right.
That's my personal opinion.
Right.
That's always going to be my personal opinion. I'm only mad at Julius Randle when it looks like he's out there giving very minimal effort, and I'm like, you are too big, brolic, and doofy to be giving no effort whatsoever. Get your big ass down there and get some fucking boards, bro. And that's just some reality. That's always going to be my reality with Julius. And the truth is, honestly, and objectively again, I'm not judging Julius until April. I have nothing. These games mean nothing to me with him. He's always been good. In his Knicks career, he has shown that he is out of 4 seasons, he's been good. He's been good. No, he's been bad for 2 seasons. 3 out of 5 seasons, he's been good. This is being the 5th season. Like,
are you saying bad as in like the first season he was here, he was bad?
At the first season he was here when it was him, Marcus Morris,
Bobby Portis?
That was a mid-season. He was
okay. Maybe it was mid, but during that time when we had all these bigs running around and we had to decide who we were keeping, I voted on him.
We have 4 power forwards.
We have 4 power forwards. I voted for him. I was like, nah, I like Randle. That was my guy.
Out of the 4 power forwards, absolutely, he can stay out of the other 4. We had.
I was like, okay. we were just getting our piece to just keep. Okay, we got a power forward, check. Now we need to get a. Okay, we got a shooting. We dropped the shooting, check. We got a point guard. Okay, we gonna get Brunson eventually. We got it. We crafted our center. Okay, let's just getting the pieces together. We just happy to get a really good power forward on a bargain first.
Anyway, let Julius give us effort. Julius give us effort. You're never gonna hear from me, and I know y'all don't want to hear from me when it comes, especially the Julius delegation of America, the JDA. I know y'all don't want to hear from me. Tell your brother to stand up and continue to give us the effort we deserve. That's all I ask.
Hey, once again, he was right for right for telling y'all he was right for telling y'all to pipe down in the garden. I just think everybody needs to get over it. He was right, y'all. I think everybody's just still mad about it. He was right. I stood with him immediately. I think I applauded it at the time. I was like, yeah, I'm tired of the miserable fans. Y'all need to be like me and be excited for all of this. Julius Randle is killing it right now. We have 2 all-stars going in right now. You feel me? It's not like Brunson maybe taking Julius's spot because they're not going to let him get 2 Knicks off. No, it's looking like
they're gonna have to.
You have to put them both in. This is not like a fringe. He's looking like the goods, and that's what I'm talking about. We don't got to go out there and destroy everything for a star. We could get one. We could get him in properly. You know,
nasty. It's nasty, but I'm here for it. Whatever.
So I'm going to give my man Julius respect at some point in time. I'll make sure of it. But all right, let's go. Next game. Let's go to the bum ass Nets I hear so much about over the last couple of years.
New Jersey.
We deserve the easy game like this.
Is New Jersey in the house? Is New Jersey in the house?
I wish nothing good for Brooklyn Nets.
Is New Jersey in the house? Knicks beat New Jersey Nets 121-102. It was foot to ass. Foot to ass. Just like I wanted to see. There are teams I need foots in. New Jersey is priority number 1. I'm sorry. Every time.
Personal for the whole team.
It brings joy.
That's personal for the fans, the coaches, the subway conductors taking you from one to
little bro.
Yeah, no, we don't play. We don't.
Little bro.
Yeah. Cut it out.
Little bro.
Abysmal game by Bridges.
Nets.
He couldn't do nothing out there.
Jail. Mikal, jail. Mikal Bridges, we can start with him. We can start with him. He was in fucking jail. 15-5-2. 33 minutes out there shooting up pure bricks. Pure bricks. That brother was built
4 from 15?
Building foundations near the Barclays Center.
I'm sorry, 4 for 21. How dare I? He had 15 points. 4 for 21.
Don't rob that brother. Don't rob that brother of his shot attempts. He was being a bum.
An absolute.
He was being a bum.
The Knicks got to get Bridges so we have all the. Hey.
Oh, that was bad energy. Yeah. If that was his audition.
21 shots means I tried.
What do you think I want for him? I don't want anything.
21 shots means I tried.
No, he tried and he failed.
1 for 8.
We can talk about everybody that was on him. Everybody that was on him.
It wasn't just Quentin. It was everybody.
It was Emmanuel quickly gave him some jail. Josh Hart gave him some jail. He was just getting jail.
Everybody.
It was to the point where I looked at it and I was like, oh, Mikal is not even a 3. He looks like a 4. He looks like a 4th best player on the championship team. And he can't.
Yeah, he's not.
I already got 2 threes at home. No. I don't need
a 4. 2 threes and a 4. Nah.
I need a 2. Yeah. Don't bring no 3 or 4 nigga over here. Nope. I thought that was bad form for Mikal. I thought that was the worst showing he could possibly give the streets.
Yeah.
at this point in time. And that's just real. Like, I just thought that was just so real. I was like, damn, bro. Like, the streets really don't rock with you. And that's tough. And I'm the streets.
But we don't even want you to come to our side of the streets. Like, we don't even want you to be, with like, except the people that want OG like that, then they also want Mikal like that. But they're in their own lane. That don't got nothing to do with me.
There's an argument to be made for the big wing.
Yeah.
There's an argument to be made for it, and I can see it. I'm not gonna lie. I could definitely see it. But my whole gripe is that it's definitely not OG Anunoby. It's definitely not him. I don't see it being him. I could have seen it being Mikal, but this is just not good tape, things you put on tape. It's the same thing I say with RJ. Sometimes RJ don't put good stuff on tape to make my takes look good at all. And I'll be like, my man,
it'd be like that.
Stop making me look crazy out here. I'm just saying, for the pro Mikal Bridges delegation, y'all was looking a little nuts when that brother was getting locked up by like the 3 people y'all said we should trade him for. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh no.
So understand so far that's Cam Reddish, who we should have done everything to keep. Stinker. Bridges, we should have done everything. Stinker. I want everybody to take note of what's going on out there. I know we ain't played them yet, and I'm supposed to wait until next week to talk about it. But Obi Toppin ain't a starter no more. You understand what I'm saying?
They just benched him. They just benched him yesterday.
All we did was trim the fat and get leaner, dog. Like, come on, man. We on the right path.
To be fair to Obi Toppin, and I'm never gonna be fair to no Indiana Pacer, and I love Obi for real, but like their team is not good.
No, it's not
a good team.
They're horsing it. Yeah.
Halliburton he's
right.
good. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, he's good. You get what I'm saying?
It's not
like
the goods in
Miles
Indiana.
Turner is good. Yeah. But everybody else is a pack of men. Like, it's not.
They should have a lot more. How many? They need to have a bundle of draft picks. They should have a lot of draft picks for about as bad as they are.
They need to be packaging Obi, 2 of them guards, Buddy Hield, and go get them a shooting guard themselves to get next to Halliburton.
They should have no roster at the end of the year or nothing but picks. And just reset. Just have 30 picks, a gang of seconds and late first and whatever. And start over and just And I don't care that a week or 2 ago they were ahead of whoever they was ahead of in the East. All of that was that type of stuff happens all the time. The Magic were like 3 for a minute. Like, this type of stuff happens from time to time, but you should know better. You should know better. I like the Magic. They're not a 3 seed. They're like, at best, the 6 seed, and that's with respect. They can end the year as a 6 seed. I could totally see that happening. But you got to know better than Orlando being number 3 and Indiana being number 4 or 5 to really start talking to me the way I've been talking to me. Obi Toppin had to go.
And
we did him a favor by letting him go because we love Obi. If he wants to get that check, he ain't getting that check from New York. Go audition elsewhere where you may have a shot. And it ain't happened. And I had to get it off my chest. As Julius Randle's number 1 fan.
The reality is that we need a backup for.
Oh, they're crazy. No, they're absolutely crazy. We trimmed the fat. No, we don't need him back. No. He plays no D. He plays no defense.
Who plays defense on this team right now?
My whole team. Yo, don't talk to my team that way, bro. Yo, don't talk to Tibbs that way, bro. None of my team. Yo, all right.
You tell
y'all
me.
jogging that? Are y'all jogging that? We need to get this comment section popping for real down here, so I know in real time.
Defense on this team.
The whole team plays defense. It's just team defense.
We are whooping.
We've been a top 10 defensive team with no defensive players like that. All Thibodeau and his whip. He don't play that. Them boys be in shape when it's time to get to work. Come on, stop playing with my team like that.
So let's be clear. In the past, this whole month, right? The month of December, we have held a team under 120 points. 120 points 3 times. 3 times, my brother. 3 times.
That is true.
We have played more than 3 games.
That is true.
We have played more than 3. That's not even like, I would say 110 in 2023 NBA is elite defense.
I hear you.
If you could get a team under 110, you have played elite.
All right, so
defense
that means we were the Chicago Bulls of the Chicago Bears of the 70s defense, because we was keeping teams under 100.
This is true.
We was winning games with teams getting 89 points.
This is true.
Man. With offensive players, that's all tips.
That's
true. All tips. We just getting our offense right too right now. The pace is getting a little fast. We got some injuries. We adjusting on the fly. It's clear to say that December has not been a good defensive month for us. No, that's fair.
I think that's just honest.
That's fair.
Like, that's not saying we're a bad defensive team. It does coincide with the fact that we lost our starting center for the rest of the year. Pain. But
pain.
Yeah, we've only held teams under 120 points 3 times this month. We're not really playing defense. I will give us credit. 2 of these games, these 2 games specifically, we did play good defense. Like the Lakers, we played good defense, and the Nets when we played good defense. But that's because we was putting foots in their ass. Like, that's just the reality of it.
Beatable
rosters.
That's just
when
you
you
look at them. Like,
the net.
You got LeBron and you got AD, and then what else? Then we got this.
Yeah. The bench, and that's where I would say, like, our depth does come into play. And I'm prefacing this by the next game by saying, like, before we get into the next game, by saying that this is where the depth comes into play.
Right.
Like, when we're playing teams that we should beat. We should beat the Lakers.
Right.
Like, they have AD, they have LeBron. Yes, LeBron is 38. AD is inconsistent he's as inconsistent as you get. There's gonna be nights where they beat them, but our depth will show in those instances. It's also the regular season. Like, that's just how I feel about it. But when we're talking about playing, and as we move into playing the upper echelon teams in a series, when we're talking about home and home, as we transition over into playing the Milwaukee
Let's get to it.
Back-to-back home and home series.
That's a segue. That's a segue, ladies and gentlemen.
The first game, Knicks lose 130-111, and we could package both these games.
Oh, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. We can't package these.
We can't? Oh, no, we can't?
We talking about these games separately.
So you want to talk about pain, and then you want to talk about
prosperity. Yes.
Okay. So Knicks lose 130-111.
That was a tough one.
So it was so nasty.
We watched
I want you to know how nasty this game was.
It's bad.
It was so nasty. I can't even lie to you. It was just blowing minds. Like, it was so bad.
Yo, you were so mad. This game got to you.
So let's be clear. Anytime anytime I message you when I'm watching the game, that means I'm really mad. Like,
I know.
That means I'm really mad. Because most of the time I'm just locked in. Like, you can ask my fiance. Yeah. I'm locked into the game. I'm screaming this, that, and third. So when I'm really seeing something that's pissing me off, I gotta go vent to somebody because I get mad as hell.
I get it. I get it. This was it for you.
I'm gonna tell you who got me so mad.
Oh man.
The first nigga that got me mad was
Isaiah Hartenstein.
Yeah. He was blowing my eyes. I was like, bro, do you not know how important you are? You cannot foul Giannis. Stop fouling him.
Immediately.
Stop.
He was going by in the first 2 minutes of the game.
I don't know why he kept fouling him. I was like, what are you doing? Put your hands up. But just don't touch him. Leave him alone. And yo, it was a point in time he got 2 fouls in 4 minutes. I was like, yo, bro, are you serious, bro? Like, do you know we got to put Taj Gibson in the game, bro? Like, Taj not even in game shape. Yeah, y'all out there got Taj guarded in his prime Giannis 2 games off the couch. Like, what are we doing, bro? Have some situational awareness. He was number 1. Yeah. Number 2, oh my God, RJ. Yo. Oh, I was losing my mind.
He got me looking crazy.
At RJ.
He's.
Yo. Once again, this is my 3rd week in a row saying this. I said an RJ Barrett regression is impossible.
Yo, dog.
He is not putting good tape out there to help disprove my notion. This game blew minds. I was like, yo, are we serious? Like, this is what I kept saying. So my main point in this game is that it reinforced to me, right?
Oh God. Okay.
that I don't think, well, I know for a fact, like I'm comfortable with saying that I know what our tier is in the Eastern Conference and in the NBA. I feel like we are like a competitive team. Like a competitive team. Like we could get, we're one of those teams that say you don't want to see in the playoffs.
Right.
Like I don't want to be a battle tester or a litmus test for the eventual champion. Fair. Like that's where we are. Like that's where I
currently constructed. Yes.
Like yes, a lot of Knicks fans, they're content with being here. Like they're content with being here. I don't blame you. We have experienced a lot of infamy in the past 30 years. Me personally, I just feel like I have gotten over the fact that we're not a bad team anymore. Like I'm okay with that. We're not a bad team. I'm not going to hold on to the fact that we've been a bad team as recently as 4 or 5 years
PTSD,
ago.
dog.
Like, no.
It's PTSD.
It is. For real. So it's like, all right, I'm sitting here, I'm arguing with everybody. I'm like, all right, cool. I've been saying this for a year. I think the Knicks need to start.
Right.
The reality is, before last year, when I said it early in the pod last year, I was like, we need a star. I was not completely sure Jalen Brunson was that star, even though he was still being him. Right. I am now confident that he is the star. Right. So I have shifted to the fact that we need to support the star at all costs. Because I know for a fact that in T-minus maybe 18, I'm going to say, no lie, T-minus 9 to 18 months, Jalen Brunson is going to get expensive. He is going to get very expensive.
He's already very expensive. Oh, right now he's a bargain, but there's nothing besides a major injury, knock on wood, that would change the fact that this man
that's 45
is expensive.
That's what I was saying. 45 is coming. Yeah. He don't even...
we might have to have a new CBA agreement and just destroy the salary cap, because
I'm just saying,
it's about to go up.
Off the strength that he plays in New York City fans love him. You're gonna pay it. They're gonna pay him, right? So my whole plan is like, all right, cool. I have to remove some of my loyalties to a lot of my young Knicks children. You feel me? My little bros. And we need to formulate a team behind Jalen Brunson. That's just how I feel. I feel like that's priority number one. So, yes, I think we need to consolidate. This game right here just told me we need to consolidate, because I was like, yo, you are giving Tom Thibodeau too many options. He has way too many options. I don't like the options. I don't like him having
I love the options. I love all the toys. I love it.
He's just sitting there doing mad scientist things, right? So we had Jalen Brunson with 36, 7, and 3, right? I was sitting there looking at this like, oh my God. This is him being him. He was cooking Damian. Cooking him.
Yeah. He went to work.
Cooking him. But we have a bad game from Emmanuel Quickly.
Yeah.
We have a bad game from Quentin Grimes. We have a bad game from Josh Hart. Like we got,
and once again, as you said, RJ Barrett. We have really bad games from basically all of our guards besides Brunson.
Bro. And my main point that I'm gonna make to everybody is that we can, like, when we play the Bucks, the Celtics, the freaking Nuggets, like, they can afford to have bad games. Like, Joker can have bad games, and his bad game looks like a 2012-11 stat line. Right. And he's 4 for... He just did that to Golden State the other day. He shot 18 free throws. He had a terrible game. He just shot 18 free throws, and they still found a way to win. I'm saying for us to get to the point where we can find ways to win, Like, I don't want to be a litmus test. I'm tired of that. Right. Like, I'm already tired of that. And I feel like we've only been a litmus test for like, no bullshit, like maybe 6 or 7 months. Like, where people be like, all right, they're a good team, but they need something to get to the next level. I don't want to be a litmus test. I literally sat here and watched us go, what? We before Monday, we had lost. This was our 9th straight loss to the Bucks.
They said that.
9th straight.
That was the name of the game, wasn't it?
It was crazy. I was going off the fact that we haven't won this year yet. They said we didn't win last year either. We didn't beat them last year. I was like, oh shit, I forgot.
Prior years, y'all, because you know why you forgot? No, stand up though. Hey, chin up. You know why you forgot? Because of all the times you did play well against Giannis. For all the times we did beat Giannis. Giannis doesn't have a Kevin Durant record against us. But it's true. They've had us this year, and they've had us, and they had us last year. They did have us the last 2 years.
That's too many losses.
Okay, that's
too many losses.
It was but we had them prior, and we had them prior to that also. So that's why you don't feel, because they keep saying that, and I keep going, wait, what? Like, yo, I'm about to check this. I'm like, nah, they saying this too confidently. Like, it really been that long? We ain't get them last. You're right. We 3-1 Boston last year, but we didn't do nothing really against. Oh, okay. Okay, the Bucks did have it. Okay, cool. So the Bucks had it last year. Fine.
Bro, it's like the Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons stats. Like, before last year, last year was the very first time we beat both Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, and they were on different teams. Yeah. The first time in their entire career we've beaten them. I was like, that's ridiculous. Yeah. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's just, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. So my whole point is that, like, I'm looking at this game, right? And I'm sitting here just angry as hell. Like, yo, what is going on? Hartenstein is blowing mine. I'm like, yo, get this.
He did some real Mitch type stuff there, getting into foul trouble immediately. You remember when that's all Mitch did? Jeez, like, we've come a long way to where it just happens occasionally when your backups.
It was given early Mitch. I'm not even gonna lie. It was given early.
Mitch does that.
It was given early Mitch.
Mitch gets into random foul trouble, and then he just slugs off, and he just look at a big old lanky and just angry at the end of the bench, just long arm high fives. And we've seen this a million times from Mitch. It just looked bad because we knew we had nowhere else to go.
Yeah,
we lost Sims.
We have to play.
We lost Mitch. We just got Hartenstein.
We have to play a perfect game. And that's just the reality. We have to play a perfect game to beat these guys. So when you see RJ not showing up, when you see Quickly not showing up, and I'm talking about the guys that you need to show up, especially offensively. Like, Emmanuel Quickly, you are our only offense off the bench. You're the only person off the bench that can generate his own offense. Like, legitimately. Like, so you cannot do 7 points, 2 rebounds, bro. That just
I blame the guards more than I blame Hartenstein. It sucked that he got into an early Mitch-like foul trouble off rip. That ended the game right there. It's too much. If you look at it, that's where the biggest lead came from for the game. They got a 9-point lead in their first quarter. We won the second quarter. You feel me? The third quarter, we lost by like 5 or 6. Fourth quarter, we lost by like 5 or 6. Basically, 2 possessions each one. We kind of got really, this happens to us sometimes when we start off too slow in the beginning, and then we're playing catch-up all game. And this time the catch-up had a lot to do with the fact that Isaiah Hartenstein got an early foul trouble, and we had nobody to back up to really be a problem. We had Taj minutes and stuff, and once again, nothing that happens this season is your fault, Taj Gibson. You have the ultimate pass. You can have a bum game out there,
Consolidate the Guards,
and you will not get any blame for it because it shouldn't have come to this. You should be able to just
consolidate the
coach
guards.
our guys. And when RJ gives you 5 for 17, when IQ gives you 2 for 8,
manual labor,
1 for 6,
manual
0
labor.
for 1, like, the guards were horrible.
Manual labor.
Isaiah Hartenstein had 12 points, 13 rebounds. He's killing it on offensive rebounds. Isaiah Hartenstein has 7 rebounds in the last game. I have to look up what he had in this game which he lost. Isaiah Hartenstein is still offensive rebounding like Mitch was out there, all right? He was 4 for 5 offensively. It's more than Isaiah Hartenstein on this one. The guards suck. Like the Utah game, that was RJ's suckiness.
That was RJ Barrett.
And RJ did it again. He did it again. Do your job.
He did, bro.
It's RJ selling.
This is the pain.
I can't get on Grimes or Josh Hart for not scoring buckets. I can say that Grimes is starting to look like Grimes when he was starting off the bench. That there was a streak he had last week that didn't really look like he's doing that this week as much. But push that aside. I shouldn't be looking at Grimes or at Josh Hart, who was rebounds and Hart and hustle. I shouldn't be looking at the Dante, three threes he hit, 11 points? I can't be looking at Dante if he's giving me 3 threes. Like, RJ went 5 for 17. And 1 assist. So not only is he not hitting buckets, he's not setting them up.
He's just being a nut out there, bro. He's just being a nut out there.
RJ, you cost me 2 really super weeks. I should have been 3-1 last week, singing and dancing in the streets. I should have been 4-0 this week. You wilded out, bro.
Selling. God, you wilded out.
You wilded, yo.
All right, but this game was tough. I'm not gonna lie, this game was tough, and it only but confirmed my theory. I was like, we definitely walking into record week 2-2 because it's just no possible way that we would be out here and we would just come back and
it's too nasty.
Play a better game.
We're seeing them again.
It was too.
We just seen them.
And we haven't beat them all year.
We just see them in a like tournament. You make us see them again. Like, yo, chill. Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. It's ridiculous. But yeah, so we did see them again.
For your viewing pleasure.
Happy holidays to everybody.
On Christmas Day.
Knicks win.
Woo!
Knicks fun. 129.
Yeah.
122. From pain to prosperity.
Yeah.
From pain to prosperity.
Huh? Ooh, I call this one.
Because when there is pain.
Come on, man. Come on. Once again,
you must prosper.
Once again, shout out to my boy Hartenstein. You've come a long way since. Yeah. This son. Yeah, that's my guy. Shout out to Hartenstein. You've come such a long way since we got you last year. I hate to see you go, bro.
In 2 days.
I hate to see you go. But
it's good trade bait.
But the way you played yesterday, I can't wait till we start talking about consolidation and trades moves and things like that again or whatever because it's complicated. It gets more complicated every day. It's because Hartenstein, I love you, bro. I wish I could convince you that life isn't all about the money. I wish I could tell you you don't need those extra M's over there. Yo, stay here where you're loved. That's all I wanted for Obi. But now Obi's going to be a journeyman for the rest of his career because he got too big for his britches and thought that he was bigger and better than Tom, Cody, 2 times, 1 in New York, Olympic coach, defensive guru, Thibodeau. Shut up and play defense, bro. And he going to Utah.
I love it.
He going to Utah this summer. Or
insanity.
God, and I'm calling that too. Utah. Because Danny Ainge is a wild boy. He going to get him for the low, and they're going to make a news article out of it and all of that foolishness. Because the Pacers ain't signing him back. They not going to give him no bread.
That's real.
Crazy. Shout out to you, Hartenstein. You were shaky in the beginning, and Tibbs told you and Obi, you got to learn this defense if you want minutes, you want to stay here, whatever. And you did it, bro. You did it. You've made a fan out of every New York. Yo, you're beloved in New York, bro. Like, I wish you wouldn't chip this year here and you could just fade off in the sunset and be a New York legend forever. Like, I got real love for Hartenstein. Super impressive. All right, yeah. Hartenstein doing his thing. He wasn't food out there.
So shout out to Isaiah.
Shout out to Isaiah Hartenstein. Big time, bro.
11-8-4. He was on his baby Joker bag.
Yeah. It doesn't look good when he does it.
Game
it doesn't look good when he baby jokers. I kid you not. I hate seeing this a lot of the time.
He be throwing them passes though. They just don't. Gotta keep your
the
head
nasty
up.
ones. Yeah, the boom boom.
You gotta keep your head up. If you don't keep your head up,
the quick little give and go pass.
I'm not gonna lie. If you don't keep your head up, it looks like a bad pass. I'm not gonna lie. You will miss it. It will look nasty.
But then a lot of the time, he up there looking like he hunted
right
for it. And I don't need him hunting for assists like Rondo.
I think that's his problem.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I think that's his problem. He do be hunting for the flashy pass. But he got
it in his bag, though, and it looked good, too.
It do. So, Jalen Brunson.
Talk about him.
Jalen Brunson is putting foots in Damian Lillard's ass. I just need y'all to know that. Foots is being put. This is the second. It's like the fourth game in a row. They're going to play like 35 plus on
He's not impressed.
I'm just putting that out.
He's not impressed.
He's not impressed. It's been like the fourth game in a row I've seen this man put foots in Damian Lillard. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Y'all gonna have to explain to me how I'm supposed to deal with this. I'm looking at this man and I'm like, damn, bro. Yeah. Stop letting this man put foots in you, bro. 38 points. Julius Randle, 24 points. The story of this game, though, is RJ Barrett. Finally. Good game. Bounce back game. This game was important because, boy, the pitchforks was out for Rowan. The pitchforks was out for Rowan from Saturday at 3:30 p.m. to Monday at 11:45 a.m. The pitchforks was out for Rowan.
First time I ever thought about trading him.
Trouble.
Yes.
It was bad. It was a good. His pain to prosperity was needed. I'm gonna tell you that because he was hooping. He was cooking in that first quarter. Life. I was like, okay, Rowan. My problem is this. All right, Rowan,
catch yourself,
Rowan. I'm gonna give more depth on this in the Rowan report. But Rowan, first half, good half,
unbelievable.
First half, good
Bravo.
Half. Second half, I like that second half at all. I thought it was not good. I thought he went. It's like, oh man, this brother, he got it. It's here. It is
like
so
right
here.
there.
It is blowing minds to see it in 4K.
You got to watch 82 games of him to know that it's right there. Just so you know, you can't just come in on Christmas Day and Martin Luther King Day and watch the Knicks game because it's at noon.
National television.
And think you understand Rowan Barrett.
National television.
No, you got to see 82 games of Rowan to be like, he has all the tools, the build, the strength, the mentality, the work ethic. He has it.
When I see halves like that, I'd be like, I see it. I see what the Rowan delegation sees. I see what Breezy sees. I see what everybody sees. I'm like, this kid is him. Yeah. And then in the same game, did
he not have like 18 points, 17 points in the first half?
Bro, he had 18. He was cooking.
So then how do you finish with 21?
He was really 21 points, bro. 21, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? No. Like, I look at this brother and I be like, gang, what are you doing?
Every time.
What are you doing?
He even made a bad game look a good game look sus. Yeah.
He's good for that, though. That's the crazy part about it. I'm going to give it to Josh Hart, 10-9 and 4th. Josh Hart had a 10-0 run in the third quarter. 10-0 run in the third quarter. I was like, okay, Joshua. Yes, okay, Joshua. Okay. 10-0 run by himself. Yeah. But the reality is that this game belonged to Jalen Brunson. Yet again.
Before we get lost in Brunson and his greatness, 20-point games for Randle, for RJ, for IQ, for...
Yes, another brother going on.
Once again, y'all, that's 4 20-point scores we have on the team right there. Just calm. 1, 2, 3.
All of our low efficiency, high volume scores went crazy.
All of them.
And I'll take
that. We
can
beat anybody when our guys are on, dog. That's 4 of them right there.
And I'll take that. But this only further proves my point from last game is that to beat a team of this caliber, everybody got to be on. Everybody got to be on. We needed that good first quarter from RJ. We needed that.
We needed those 15 minutes.
We needed Jalen Brunson being him.
We need those 15 minutes of Taj Gibson. We needed every bit of Taj Gibson out there. He was great out there.
Yeah, we could not afford him to not be out there. We don't need Josh Hart at the 5. We don't need. You get what I'm saying? Like, we needed Emmanuel Quickie to have a good game. Emmanuel Quickie had a bad game, and guess what? We lost by 19. Yeah. Josh Hart had a bad game. Guess what? We lost by 19. Yeah. Jalen Brunson had the same game. Yeah. We still lost by 19. You get what I'm saying? So it's not just Jalen Brunson doing what he has to do. Everybody has to come on. Do we believe in this team that everybody's going to come on in a 7-game series against the Bucks or the Celtics? Some people say yes. I don't think so. Not yet. Not as currently constructed, especially not without Mitch, and especially not against Giannis and Dame. And I said, Dame, we cooked Dame. Dame still had 32 off bad shooting night. Off bad shooting night.
He started cooking up late. He started cooking up in the second half.
Yeah. Who was cooking us? Look, they had Dame Lillard with 32. Giannis had 32. Giannis gonna get 32. 24 points from Chris Middleton. He's on a minutes restriction.
Yeah, but he did that.
He's on a minutes restriction.
He did that. Bobby Portis had a slower game. He wasn't as on fire as he was.
Slower game, but look what Schmurda had. Look what Schmurda had the last game.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna say he went off last game.
Look what Schmurda had the last game. He was cooking. He was cooking. If Schmurda's gonna have the game he had last game, like, and we talking about NBA champions here, right? So they at least battle tested in the sense that they know what the hell they need to be doing. Like Malik Beasley had a bad game this on Christmas, but he was shooting our fucking eyes out on Saturday.
So you remember when I said earlier that when we had Randle and Portis, I said, yo, I voted Randle. I was watching this game and Portis went 23 points, 9 for 14.
He was cooking him.
Like, damn, I'm losing this Portis argument today, son. Like,
bro, Julius gonna tell his brother he hit his head, and then immediately Bobby Portis went on a 10-0 Bobby Portis.
Yeah.
That was disrespect. That was disrespect. I was like, oh no.
All wide-eyed and just angry with it, son. Like,
no. We do not need Schmurda runs. I'm here
Once
to tell you.
always a Nick, especially when you lose against
Bobby
us.
Portis
But
run.
that was some work. That was some work.
So I'm gonna take that. I'm taking this victory. We're gonna wrap this up. Asterisk 3-1. You took it. I'm gonna give it to you. Great call on the 3-1.
Felt
you
right.
Rose, you did say
Tibbs ain't gonna let that happen. Tibbs ain't gonna let that happen. Y'all don't believe in Tibbs. Tibbs ain't gonna let that happen.
You said, I'm gonna give you this, that if Tibbs played Hartenstein,
starting minutes,
we could come away with a 3-1 week. I'm here to tell you that he was forced.
Thank God.
You gotta take choices out of his hands now. I keep telling you, you gotta take some choices out of his hand. If you give him a plethora of choices, Tibbs is not he's not a young mind, bro. He's archaic. He got an old soul. The brother need a structure. I know he's not into analytics. You know why I know he's not into analytics? That's too much. Yo, I need
I don't need analytics. I got eyes.
He's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the eye test, and I've been watching more basketball than you young whippersnappers have ever played. Yeah. And that's exactly what he's telling me. I'm telling you.
After I leave, I'm going home to rewatch this game on MSG.
You gave Tibbs 5 shooting guards. And it's just out there winging it. He said, I'm going to put one in power forward.
Yeah. We got one at point guard if you want to talk about it.
This man is insane.
Yep. We got them all over the place.
This man is insane. All right, but we taking our 3-1 week. We taking that in stride. I love it. Moving on, we going to get into the Moody Boys, man. Oh, man. A moment of silence for my brother in Christ, Mitchell Robinson. Oh.
Yep.
Pain.
I know.
Mitchell Robinson out for the season, bro. That's
not what I wanted to hear at all, son. That really.
Oh my God.
Because I know
they initially said 6 to 1.
I know I sound like I'm anti-Mitch. That's why I go so hard about how I love Mitch. But even in my world in which I move Mitch, it's a lot hard to move him when he's injured for the year.
For the year. Asset done.
It's a
Done.
lot harder to do. It's not impossible to do. You can,
but it's a lot harder.
But it's a lot harder. Ben Simmons was moved with forever back injury. Like, you can trade an injured player. It's just ups the price, which sucks.
It's tough.
But we want to win. I mean, we want to shut him, pay the price.
It's super tough.
Can I throw a name out there?
Oh, so we got Mitchell Robinson out for the season. Out for the season, man. Out for the season. Compounded with the fact that we got Jericho Sims out for the next 2 weeks. Man, listen. And we love Taj. Love you. Taj Gibson. I don't know how we got you out here doing actual work and you try to get back in the game shape. Like, I know Taj can hit that three. All his threes are short.
I saw him shooting. I was like, yo, we doing it. Like, nah, I'm like, oh.
Nah, you remember his threes is gone.
Back in the day, he used to. That's how I felt about him taking them threes out there.
He shoot them joints.
It's all right.
All his joints is short, though. So that tell me that he don't got his game legs.
Get it.
All his joints is short. Every single one of them. I'm like, oh, no. Even his midi. And he used to kill the midi off the high pick and roll with Joakim when they're back in the Bulls days. So I know he got that.
He had it here too. I like Taj for a reason. He's versatile and smart.
I love Taj.
And he's a man.
Smart guy. So we welcome back Taj Gibson, but we got to talk about possible trade replacement. So I know I got here. You got your top two.
Oh, I got more than that now. But I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about the one that everybody's talking about right now, and see
which one.
Come on, there's only one that everybody's talking about out there in Atlanta.
Tell the streets.
Dejounte Murray.
Oh my God. So yeah,
we need to have this convo. It's a worthy conversation.
Dejounte Murray is. So we got trade replacements here. We got the two that you said, but Dejounte Murray is the talk of the town.
Right.
Dejounte Murray is the talk of the town. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna let you go first because you brought it up. I'm gonna let you go first. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it?
Dejounte Murray makes less than $20 million, so the numbers is easy to get. Apparently, from what I'm hearing, they want picks for it, which makes it sound easy, right? Like, nobody could see us with picks unless OKC won it, and OKC wouldn't make that move. They could. That'd be fire if they did, but they don't need to make that move. So I don't see them doing that. You hear the Lakers are interested, but they only got one pick, so what does that mean? So then it's like Dejounte Murray, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's gonna be expensive pick wise. I don't think these are one of those trades where you could get Evan Fournier off on that, unless they admired IQ in that manner. And because you won't be able to do that, that trade's gonna cost you. Like, you're not trading an RJ, are you?
Okay.
No, RJ get paid way more, and unless we get they got a center they could give up. If they got
they have two.
If they got a center they could give up in this, then do you consider trading RJ and get 2 for 1? We need in 2 spots. But we're not getting nobody big enough for it to be worth it. It's kind of more so to get a center than it is to get Dejounte at that point. I don't like any trade that involves getting rid of RJ, IQ, Randle, or Brunson. All 4 of them are on my untouchable list.
Okay.
So with that, how do you do it?
All right. So here's my thing with Dejounte Murray. So on paper, it sounds fine, right? You're looking for a shooting guard with more offense
and more defense.
Offensive I would say more offensive capability than you would get from Quentin Grimes, that you would get from Dante DiVincenzo, which are the two twos you've used so far. without sacrificing on the defensive end, because while Quentin has it defensively, he's limited offensively, and while Dante, for the most part, has it offensively, he's limited defensively, because we didn't talk about it, but Dante DiVincenzo has been barbecue chicken.
He's been on my trade list for the last 2 weeks.
He's been a barbecue defensively, like offensively.
Yeah.
We'll take it what we get, but defensively, they've been hunting him. But so I say that to say this, right? On paper, I don't mind a Dejounte Murray trade at the right price. I guess my concern is that, like, what are we giving up for him? I think that it costs
it's a
more
hard
than
price.
we're
I think it's
willing to
expensive.
give up. I think it's expensive, and I don't think it should be expensive, in my personal opinion. Like, I don't think it should be expensive to the Knicks, because I think we have, for lack of a better terms, Dejounte Murray at home. Like, we have an option. We have an option in Emmanuel Quickly, in my opinion. Well said. That is basically the same player, yet 3 inches shorter. Yes. I'll give you that. He's not as tall as Dejounte. But in my opinion, like, what you're going to bring Dejounte Murray over here to do, you could basically just ask Emmanuel Quickly to do that and pay him the same amount. Because if we're talking about Dejounte Murray, which Dejounte Murray is making what, $27 million a year? Like, what is, like, no. And if
that's the thing, his contract is nuts right now. His contract is like $18 million. He is making 18. I think he did sign an extension though. I know he signed an extension this year. Did he? Oh, okay. Nope, you're right. He signed an extension. He signed for
4 year, $120 million. Yeah. So that means he's going to be $30 million a year. So what you're telling me, you, Sean Hammond.
No, it's $24 million. It's $24 million next year. Before you say me, let's just be sure here. Okay, 24.7 next year. But now ask me.
I'm saying, you're telling me, right? Because we have $17 million this year, $24 million next year, and then whatever this 24 year, because the extension probably kicks in the year after, if it's $24 million. So we're talking about a 20, we'll say $27 to $30 million guard in the NBA, which I'm not going to lie.
It's a bargain.
That's not bad for Dejounte Murray. Yeah. Like, that's not bad at all for Dejounte. That's not bad. Like, he's gonna give you 20-point scorer. He's capable of 10 assists. He's capable of being an all defensive player. Like, if we're talking about that, right? If you could, like, you would have to convince me, and not everybody else, just me, that he is significantly better than Emmanuel Quickly for me to justify giving up more than Emmanuel Quickly and maybe and I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's just me personally. You're absolutely right. Like, if it makes sense on paper, because my biggest thing right now, like, my agenda I'm pushing is consolidate the guards. Too many guards. Way too many guards. And we got no front court depth. Like, we don't. That's just not what we have. Right. We had Mitch, he's gone. Isaiah Hartenstein is the only line of defense right now. He doesn't play defense like that. And Jericho Sims, he's still green. Taj Gibson, he's old. Like, we have no depth. So if we're talking about, like, if we're gonna consolidate the guards, like, Dejounte Murray is Emmanuel Quickly and a pick, maybe 2 picks, but 1 protected. And we're talking about, like, we're committing to Jalen Dejounte Murray backcourt for the next at least 3 to 4 years, in the case that we would have to trade somebody else. That's how we keep RJ, like, out of in this. Now, to be very, very honest with you, I think we're at the point where we got to consolidate the guards. If RJ is available, in the sense, like, I need to get somebody a little bit better than Dejounte Murray, in my opinion. I need somebody a little bit better than Dejounte Murray. Right. That's just what I'm saying. What does that look like? I'm not going to lie. Desmond Bane. I need to be in the Desmond Bane era. I need to be talking, like, if we being honest, like, I'm looking at maybe a BI. If we talk about going a little bigger, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, if we talk about giving up Rowan, and that's what
I'm not with you on Bane, but I stand with you on Ingram. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm at, like, with it right now. I'm saying babe because he's young. Right. He's like 22.
He go get it. He good.
He just got his money, and he could average 24. Yeah. We see it. Yeah. We seen it. So,
no disrespect.
Or if we talking bigs, like, I need somebody, like, if we go trade, like, that's what I'm in the business of making trades that make sense to me. Like, I don't think that we're one trade away unless we put in the chips for 1A, another 1A. But if we talk about just improving the team, like, see, and we got to give up Rowan, I
don't think we can do both.
Or quickly?
I don't think we can do both. I don't think we can trade for a 1A player this year and be good enough to do anything this year. For the amount that they cost and for the amount of our players' contracts. Remember, and I'm looking at it again. Right now, if we wanted to trade for Dejounte, he's getting paid 17.7, right? So that's IQ's what, 4 or 5 million? So we got to match contracts. We still 12 mil short, and we already given up IQ.
Yes,
like,
and that just sounds insane to me.
That's
now if that just sounds insane.
Now, if you're able to do DiVincenzo and Grimes, do you consider it? Maybe
for Murray.
Yeah.
For Murray. Yeah. I would consider it though, because that consolidates the guards. This is what I'm saying.
Math-wise, it just works because we still got the OB cap bubble space that we have there. So with all that together, we could just about do that. And apparently Rich Paul is supposed to go and sit down with Leon Rose so they can hash out their hard feelings or whatever. I'm tired of hearing about Rich Paul and his feelings. Just be an agent on the side, dog. I don't need to know all this about you just because you know LeBron.
Listen, he got pop star.
That's
wife.
Too crazy for me, dog. I do not care. And but so it's looking good on the possibility of a. That's why I say yes, because I agree with you. I feel like he's too expensive because our players are too talented and too underpaid. If they were getting paid like they're worth, then we could match these players to these other players dollar for dollar, and it will be fine. But it's too close. They're so underpaid that we need to combine 1 or 2 of their contracts to match these guys, and then they're getting too much talent-wise for that. And then we just lose in all scenarios there. So
this is true.
Unless it's just Dante and Grimes, I can eat that. Pause.
In my reality, I'm comfortable with 3 trades. I'm comfortable to trade for a number 2. That's my current priority, is trading for a number 2. So we could push everybody down the hierarchy. I think Julius Randle is more than capable number 3. I wouldn't, if him as a number 3 means I wouldn't have to depend on him as much in the playoffs, and that is my main concern.
Reminder, once again, as you say number 3, you mean priority and not positionally. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not as in small forward. That's not, I don't, when I say, so when we talk about 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s, we said this last year, but when we talk about 1s and 2s, number 1 is the priority. The best player on the championship. We're just
talking strictly 1A, 2A, 3Bs, and all of that.
2 is second best.
Yeah,
yes.
Okay,
yes. So I'm good with 3 trades. Trading for a number 2. Trading for a big that can shoot. Trading for a big that can shoot / and defend. If I can get a shooter that plays defense, that will be pristine as a number 2. And number 3 is to consolidate the guards. Consolidate them. There's too many of them. And you really do number 2 or number 1 by doing number 3. Like you start that by doing number 3. You have to consolidate the guards. If you could get somebody in here, I don't know if it's Dejounte Murray. I don't know who it is, honestly.
I don't trust Spider the way everybody else does. I don't. He's a short, non-defense playing volume shooter. I don't know how Tibbs don't have that much magic. And I love Tibbs, but he can't.
This is a slander cast.
He can't make that
This is the
work.
Donovan Mitchell slander cast.
Yeah, that Spider.
This is a Donovan Mitchell
and
slander
then you
class.
tell somebody no the Spider, they're like, so then what do you want to do then? Everybody's so hell-bent.
No, it's not Donovan Mitchell.
It can't be.
It's not. He only but confirmed that in May. He only but confirmed that it's not him. He can't be it.
We don't need you.
Being real.
You do us more of a service by staying in Cleveland. so we could just eliminate Cleveland every year and just be fine.
So we can get the first round matchup. That's the plan. So you can stay there, honestly.
And we'll root for you, and we'll love you out there. But
that's true.
No.
I think that, like I said, number 2, if we get a 2, if we could get a big that can shoot and defend, we can consolidate the guards into the idea is good. The idea is good. Like I like the way that thought process is. Dejounte is not the name I'm looking for, but I like the idea. Okay. All right,
that's the only time I've heard something so far in the whole year. Meaning, remember, I said no to every name mentioned this summer for either cap reasons, fit reasons, contract reasons, blah, 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 blah. There was a reason that I'm like, no, for this reason, Leon ain't doing it. Dejounte is the first one I heard to where I'm like, maybe.
Maybe.
If you, once again, it will take Grimes and Dante and then picks. You do that, then that's goods. But outside of that, I haven't seen nothing to get me off my ledge. I still stand on my DeRozan, Ayton, and I'm bringing Drummond along too, who just had like a 23-24 game last night.
25 rebound game.
Ridiculous.
I knew you would. I know you
laughed when you saw it. I knew you was.
I know it was coming.
Yeah. I'm gonna stand on it.
This nigga got 25.
I stand on it.
25 boys.
Yeah, bro. I haven't seen nothing to get me off that ledge yet. I still stand on it.
So
I still think that makes us contenders this year, and we can beat any team in the East this year with that trade. But Dejounte for DiVincenzo and Grimes still leaves us with Evans' $18 million contract to match with Isaiah Hartenstein or Mitchell Robinson, a bunch of picks to go and get another center or somebody in there because we need somebody else. So I'm thinking Mitch, Evan, and maybe 3 picks for somebody good. A lot of picks. Maybe 4. Maybe some seconds in there to make it 4. At least 2 protected, but we got to make a move for somebody because
we got a lot of picks.
What are we doing with them?
We got a lot of picks.
We have too many picks. We can't use them this year.
I love the fact that we have picks, and I understand why people like the fact that we have picks. But the reality is, and I will continue to say this, Tom Thibodeau is our coach. Right. He's not playing no rookie. Like Quinn Grimes is the exception, not the rule. Like, can we be honest here? Like, he's the exception, not the rule. He wasn't supposed to make the rotation. He just worked hard.
He was just so good visually when he touched the court that you was like, ooh, Deuce and that guy.
Worked hard.
That guy, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Grimes was amazing when he stepped the court.
Deuce McBride is probably our best footwork defender, and he don't see the court.
I think we're all right. Remember how we talked last week about how we try to lower their values, and we've been doing that to IQ. We doing that to Deuce. We're trying to get these other guys off. We're trying to hold on to Deuce. Yes. I love Deuce. You love Deuce too.
They wouldn't trade Deuce last year. I love Deuce.
Love Deuce.
McBride.
Oh, irrationally love Deuce.
I'm not gonna lie.
Deuce is good.
I'm just a strong supporter of people who play defense.
Yeah.
Like that's just I love seeing clamps. Like that's my favorite part of watching.
And not afraid to attack the rim at the same time.
I love seeing you. Yeah. Yes. I love seeing you make decisions. Your opposing team making the decision to try to go through my guy and he's going no. Yeah. Like that is my favorite part. I'll be like, nope, you're not going nowhere. We're going the other way now. So yeah, in terms of the trades, like Dejounte, I like where we're heading.
It's the only good one I've ever heard besides mine.
Yeah. And that's real. I'll take that.
All right.
Yeah. So moving on. I went to centralize the Nova Bacchus section this time because I feel like there's only really one important topic to talk about. So Becky Hammond. Oh man, she has raised the ire of Knicks Twitter. Knicks social media is at Becky Hammond. Becky Hammond here, by the way, coach of the WNBA champions, Las Vegas Aces, Hall of Famer, Becky
Hammond.
Former
Spurs assistant coach. Respect on her name.
Yes. Ball knower. Yeah. Ball knower. Like, let's be clear. Like, they've been cooking her all week, but she knows her sport. So So it pains me. It pained me. So if y'all know, I'm a hardcore New York Liberty fan. I know some of y'all don't like women's basketball, but I support women's basketball. I'm a hardcore Liberty fan.
I am too.
So
Not
we
hardcore,
lost
but I am a
this
big
year.
Liberty fan. I like them.
We lost this year to the Aces. So that was pain. So I already had Becky Hammond on my shit list, right? So I was like, all right, I don't gotta worry about being hating on Becky Hammond to at least May.
So you
lucky me. Becky Hammond is on ESPN, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, oh God, Knicks for clicks. We're not even there, but Knicks for clicks is all over the place. I'll wait for the Knicks game. They asked why the question basically was framed as why are the Knicks stuck in the middle of the Eastern Conference, right? Becky Hammond answers and says because the Knicks do not have 1A. Big Perk, Kendrick Perkins goes, they have Jalen Brunson, and then she completely decides that it's time to let the streets know that Jalen Brunson is not him. And that's crazy. That's crazy. So to be clear, her analysis is based off historic precedent. Right. So it's not like she's
not
and
she's just not my whole point. Right.
Right.
And that can happen.
So my main concern with this, right? And you guys go look at the clip on social media. I'm sure you've heard it, especially if you're a Knicks fan, because Knicks fans consume Knicks content like no other. So, for lack of a better term, she said Brunson's not a 1A. He's not good enough. He's too small. Right? Jalen Brunson proceeded to absolutely be him ever since those comments came out. But that's neither here nor there. He's always him. Like, this is not something that we don't know. So that's okay. That was okay to me. I was like, whatever. The premise of the conversation, though, was so Knicks for clicks, though, that it sparked conversation on all Knicks Twitter spaces and Knicks spaces and Reddit throughout the week, because we were trying to figure out, for lack of a better term, why y'all niggas be hating? Yeah. There's some hater shit to say. Is this not some hater shit to say?
Just clear out the bloom.
My whole problem is that everybody was like, well, she's not wrong. She's not wrong. No one said she was wrong. Right. We're just saying she's not right either.
She's just not right.
She said Steph was an outlier. Isaiah Thomas was an outlier.
Means they count. That means they're part of the comment. You can't just, people do this part of the data. The time. And I can't stand it.
You cannot move the goalposts when we're talking about the Knicks.
I want you to make the argument that LeBron is an all-time great, but you can't mention his chips, points, rebounds, years in the game. Go, make the argument. You can't. Like, dog, you just stripped all the evidence. All of that happened, and it matters.
It's nasty. Nah, it really is, though. Like, it was really nasty, and the reason why, and then Becky issued an apology, and the apology made it worse. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, because she just doubled down on it while saying, my bad, like, y'all. I'm just saying he not really, it's not really him.
I'm just saying he's short because I was short and it took me a long time to make a championship. Yeah. My biggest beef, and this is always gonna be my beef with it, right? Because Jalen Brunson is not a sexy name. Like, he's not out here cooking. He not out here,
which is just hate because he is one of the best shows in the game. That's such hate.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's because he's not being marketed. It's because he's not big ooter like Ja Wick. It's like he's not pulling from 50 feet like Dame Lillard. These are all losers, by the way. These are all people that have lost.
Thank you.
Like, it's not like Ty Halliburton. That y'all the conversation last month was Ty Halliburton the best point guard in the Eastern Conference? But Ty Halliburton has not even been to the playoffs yet. What are we talking about?
That tried to make Spider.
What are we talking about?
The man, and then once again, Brunson did that again. It's the hate. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get old saying this on here all day, son. They just hate us. It's corny to say they hate us because they ain't us, and that might not be the case. But y'all hate us because we us. Y'all hate us for being us. That's crazy. And that's crazy. That's some type of ist. It's like Knicksist. You guys are Knicksist. Yeah. You guys are Knicksists, and that's not okay.
Knicksist is crazy.
Knicksism is not good
though. So to make a long story short story long, Becky Hammond, stop hating. That was some hater shit. Like, let's not do that ever again. It was unnecessary. And that's all. And
stop making enemies out of the garden.
Yeah,
because the fan base don't know yet how to have a decent rivalry. We're just gonna curse you out on national TV, and we're gonna be the team out there cursing out this 5'8" lady on the sideline just chill. We don't need to be doing that. That don't look good on us.
It don't look good for our psyche either. We don't want that energy.
That. So we happy. It's orange and blue skies, baby.
I don't want that energy. Orange and blue skies. I love it. Stop hating on us. That's all I'm saying. Stop hating on us.
Yes.
Like, we don't need to hate.
Everybody hates on us.
We don't need to hate.
All day. Everybody hates on us all the time. All the time. Somebody hated on me today.
Moving on.
I thought Leon Rose had all the leverage in getting Spider over the summer because somebody was talking about getting Spider again. Dog, nobody told the Cavs to give all that up to suck. They were better off staying as they were. Like, they gained nothing from this so far. We can't stop everyone else from being stupid, but that does not mean Leon Rose is going to be stupid too.
And that's real. And that's so real. And that's where the conversation ends it there. Jalen Brunson is a bargain. We just said he's not 6'5". I'm sorry, but neither is John Morant. Neither is Damian Lillard. Neither is Tyler. I don't know if Tyler, he might be that tall, but I'm saying, like,
she said Steph Curry and then eliminated Steph Curry. She eliminated herself.
That's what I'm saying.
And
how
she's
you
a
saying
champion.
that?
Like,
Steph is 6'2", 6'1".
It's all crazy talk.
All I'm saying is that, yes, you're not wrong, but you're also not right. And if you can't make takes like this and then put outliers on the take, right? That don't make no sense to me. What is that? What do you accomplish?
You already know you lost your argument.
Yeah,
because you tried to eliminate the proof that was going to kill your argument off rip. You know your argument is bad, and you still went out there with it because enough people will just jock that.
And even this, like, how many of these 1As? Like, the real conversation is that there's only like 4 of them. There's only like 4 number ones in the league, 5 number ones in the league. Like, that's the real conversation. And you know what's hilarious about them? They don't win every year.
Okay, thank you. They don't win chips like that.
They don't win every year. They don't. Like, that's not what happens.
They really don't.
That's not what happens. Jason Tatum, they walked into Golden State with two big wigs, two of them. It absolutely sold in 6 games. That's what happened. That's what happened. With a Klay Thompson that could barely move his feet left to right. Let's be real. When you have him,
he's last couple games.
When you have him, but I'm saying in the playoff, in that finals run,
I will not fight you.
When you have him, you just have him.
Yeah.
You just have him. Who are you to tell me that my guy is not him? When I see it with my own eyes, when I see it with my own eyes, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Facts. Look at our record. Look at our standings. Have some respect. Have some class. Have
some respect, bro. All right, moving on. Because I can't be dealing with the hate. It is time for the Rowan Report.
Can't sing it this week.
The Rowan Report.
Nah, I get people crumble for that one.
All right. So it is time for the Rowan Report. My name is Heavy Damn. I am not RJ's number 1 fan, but I do know him. Very well, actually. Man, RJ Barrett, Rowan Barrett Jr., the second. My brother in Christ. What a week. So the Knicks went 3-1. I'm gonna give RJ a personal record of 1-3. Because what the fuck was that? Like, what the fuck was that? Let me know if I'm bugging.
Yo, we're doing that every week. The Rowan Report is a completely different record. The Rowan Report has its own record of the week. I like that. Yeah, Rowan Barrett had a 1 to 3 week.
What was that, bro? What was that, bro? Tell me.
So crazy. Yo, we better go.
What was that
off tonight in OKC because he looks so crazy.
What was that?
That's what he did in Utah.
What was that? What week was that?
I'm never gonna forget that Utah game. The only bad team we lost to this year, we lost to because of Rowan. Another week. I'm sorry. This week was bad enough to just stick to this week. My bad.
Against the Lakers, some mid.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Against the Lakers, some mid. Arguably the only starter that really played like some mid.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just so tough. Like, what is 12-5-4, bro? What is 12-5-4?
That's what 3-10 looks like.
Not for $100 million man, my brother in Christ. Not for $100 million man. So, Jesus Christ. 12-5-4. What is 14-5-2 against New Jersey? What are we doing?
It's just Jersey.
What are we
It's
doing?
just Jersey.
What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? I hate the fact that you sold us like this. I hate the fact that you sold us like this, even in a win, because I don't believe we have to reward terrible behavior in wins. No, I want better for you. But your magnum opus of pain this week, 130, 111 against the Bucks. Oh my God. 13-7-1. Brother, you were making some decisions. Some business decisions that would make you bankrupt. What was going on? What was going on?
He played like he want to go to Toronto. He
Do you feel me?
He's looking homesick.
He played like the trade package was included him in 2 seconds. Yeah. Like we getting him off. It was crazy. It was nasty.
He's looking real Detroitish right now.
I cannot even believe, bro, that you really went out there and put together that 3-game stretch of mid. I was like, bro, RJ, I've said it, and I said it earlier in the podcast. An RJ Barrett regression seems impossible. Like, you're in year 5.
Yeah.
5. Cinco. Like, we cannot be in year 5 and you having the IQ of J.R. Smith.
and don't do that to J.R. Smith, because...
And I love J.R. Let's be clear.
Because I love J.R.
And I'm just talking about J.R. Smith in terms of just being an absolute nut and an absolute unconscious nut. Where it's like, bro, I'm just out here running around. Right. You're not doing no passing. You ain't doing no boarding.
There's no screens.
You're just out there. I'm gonna wait my turn and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be fair to you in this sense. Whatever Tom Thibodeau is doing with his rotations with you and Emmanuel Quickly specifically is like a crime, and no one's really peeping it because it's like we're getting a lot of Jalen Brunson being him, so it's like being kind of masked. It's being kind of masked.
It is
the rotations that it is either, and I'm gonna give Tibbs this. He's gonna go with the hot hand, and I'll give him that, because at the end of the day, go with the hot hand. Go with the hot hand.
I hate to interrupt your Rowan Report, but the last Bucks game on Christmas where he was trashed the second half and Tom Thibodeau puts him in for the last 3 minutes of the game.
Do you feel me?
It's Tibbs madness. It's because that's when the game all of a sudden became a 6-point game.
I was gonna say that later.
That's when it got crazy.
I'm saying. Even in your magnum opus of a great game, a great 24 minutes of basketball, you gave us a half where Tibbs was like, no, what are you doing?
Right.
And I'm going to give Tibbs his props. When you start doing some Ed shit now, Tibbs be like,
you got it's over
sit
for
on
you.
the bench. Just go sit on the bench.
But he tried to mask it this time. He tried to let him close for the image and to make it seem like, yeah, no, these are my guys, and my guys, and my guys. Knowing that is not because of RJ, we made it to the...
Couldn't fool me.
Yeah.
Couldn't fool me. Couldn't fool me. There's a reason why Josh Hart was in there. You thought Josh Hart was in there for his health? You thought the 10-0 Josh Hart run happened out of circumstance? Tim saw Rowan do two dumb things. He was like, oh.
That lineup was good too. IQ, Josh Hart, Grimes, Randle, Hartenstein. Nope. I like that lineup. That was a good one.
I like the lineup. Y'all call me crazy for my starting Josh Hart take. Just saying.
That's fair.
I see a little vision there.
But
I see a little vision
But the one I said there, Brunson wasn't in that lineup either. When they started the fourth, it was IQ instead of Brunson, Josh Hart, Randle, Grimes. And that was...
Oh, the IQ...
Yeah.
The IQ Quentin Grimes backcourt.
That's good.
Defensively?
That's good.
That's a special backcourt right there. But I know we're not gonna get a lot of that. So I try not to hold my hopes for that because I know we're not gonna get a lot of that. But I saw what that did to Damian. Yeah. Just saying.
Yo,
I saw what that did to Damian. He was in duress.
If that was getting paid its value, we'd be getting shot. Like, come on. Leave OKC. If they getting paid their value, what they're worth on the court for what they do, no, we're getting much better players for their contract. But it's the dollar sign game. It's a different game. Oh my. IQ and Grimes and Hart out there look beautiful.
That's neither here nor there. And in conclusion, RJ, I'm not gonna dump you because I really believe in you, bro. Like I can't even tell you. I tell you when I see it, I saw the first half of the Bucks game on Christmas, and I was like, come on, son. I've seen pre-migraine RJ, and I was like, yo, this brother looks like he's here now. I just want you to show up to the party. Show up. Yeah. Show up. That's all I'm saying. Show up. Let me know that you know that I'm here and that you're here and that we're here together. Right. Like, it be looking like sometimes, like, you be over there. Everybody needs you here, bro. So, in all, 1 in 3 week for RJ. 3 or 1 week for the Knicks. 1 in 3 week for RJ. It's a D. It's a D. It's a D. I can't lie to you. The Christmas game half saved it from being an F. And I'm just being real with you. I'm saying the best I can do is a D. I can't give you a D plus. I can't give you. The best I can do is
give him a D
plus.
Sorry.
What say you?
You don't want to give him a D plus? Because I'm probably gonna give him a D plus.
I can't. I can't. I see that first Bucks game, bro. Yeah, I was ready. Yeah, I was getting ready to jump off the train.
As you know, because you hit me up for it, and I was out there doing some others. I was out there holidaying it up, so I rewatched the game later, and then I watched it again today. So I'm watching that game. I'm like, nah, bro, RJ is garbage here. But I only want to see how garbage. I was ready to hate on Hartenstein, hard body, the early fouls, boom. But RJ, like I've said,
it was the decision.
I've said so much good things about RJ Barrett in the past. I was like,
so bad.
He's on track to be better than Levine was at this age, and Chris Middleton is at this age, and blah 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 at this age. Like by the time he gets there, he's already being this person, that person, blah blah blah. Where? It's like. He was playing like he needs a bad team to go lead so he can be good on a bad team and get the next check. Because how many more years we got him under contract for?
That's how nasty it looks.
Yeah.
I think his extension just kicked in this year. I think this is the year. This is the first year. So he got about
3 more years. Well, that's going to be a problem. Because if this is what it is, he's not even going to get the OB treatment where your expiring contract will send you elsewhere, and then you have a year to go and try to earn money for yourself. You're going to need at least 2 years. You're a number 3 pick. And who can trust that you're just going to turn it around in 1 year? Because Dog, forget the points, the lack of assist, to the lack of field goals made is just...
That means you just out there throwing shit up.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It's not even that he's balancing it out. All right, 5 for 17, but you put in like 7 dimes, tells me that like, yo, all right, I'm bugging. Like, I need to be passing the rock. Like, I'm bugging. So at least make my shit look like you. 5 for 17 with 1 dime is crazy. That means you were just out there being a nut.
Lakers game, 3 for 10, 4 assists. Nets game, 5 for 11, 2 assists. This is nasty. Bucks won. The Bucks lost. What was he again? Because I like the way you say how much of a no. That's the win game you was talking about. He was this was the bum game. 5 for 17.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I was trying to let you get that one off. Yeah. 5 for 17.
5 for 17.
1 assist. That's 2 games in a row. 1 assist. No. Was it two assists last game? No, the last game was 2 assists. Yes, this Bucks game, he had 1 assist. The next Bucks game, guess what? 1 assist. What are we doing, RJ? And a bum in the second half. Like when Randle is not having a good game, he'll still mess around, potentially get a double-double, triple-double. We'll get that from Randle. Yeah, you're not on Randle's stuff. This be my argument, and I'm glad we're doing this also. RJ Barrett is not the number 2 option-wise.
Not anymore.
He is not the number 2 option-wise.
He was fighting for it in the beginning.
Maybe he was fighting for it in the beginning.
He was fighting for it when Julius was being a bum in the beginning of the season. He was showing up. Then Julius decided, I told y'all about good RJ, good Julius. It does not exist. They don't. At the same time, exist well together. It just doesn't happen. I've never seen it. Like you might see a 24-20 RJ Julius game, but you know how you could see like a 40-point Jalen Brett game and a 30-point Julius game. I've never seen like a 40-point Julius game, 30-point RJ game. Yeah. Like what are we looking for? It's because they do too much of the same.
I've seen that with Brunson and Randle. I've seen that happen.
I've seen it with Brunson and RJ.
I have not seen it with RJ and Randle. That's fair.
It's just not there.
Yeah, RJ Barrett for his lack of feel. Is that what it is? It's hard to hate him as much as I don't hate RJ. He's just disappointing because this is the first time I felt like trading him. He's been on my untouchable list. I already told you. I said this. I said this in the beginning of this cast. He's on my untouchable list. But now it's like
he's just polarizing.
If we could just swap Dejounte for RJ, and I can still do the trades I said earlier, I'm doing it. I'm building a dynasty. I'm bringing 3-4 players in right now, and we winning for the next 3-4 years, and I'll stand on it.
I don't think that anybody. So I just think RJ is polarizing because he's our last top pick in the draft. Like that's just the reality of it. We've raised him,
right?
For lack of a better terms, we raised him, and I feel like year 5, you guys see ROI. You gotta see ROI, right? So like we felt like
what was his best year? 2 years ago? Yeah. When he was over there blocking DeRozan for game winners.
Last year
he was bullying Miami.
Last year he was bad until last year he was bad until the playoffs.
Right.
He was good in the playoffs, but he's bad until the playoffs. The year he got it, like the year before, like we got his extension.
Yeah.
That was the good year. That was the year. That was the year you thought he was going to take the lead. My thing is that RJ is going to be unfairly judged. Well, rather fairly or unfairly. He's going to be unfairly judged this way because he's the number 3 pick in the draft. Number 1 pick in the draft was Zion Williamson. Number 2 pick in the draft is John Morant.
And number 3 is New York.
Whether it be the media, whether it be people, the narratives that have come up, those 2 players have been pushed to the forefront as like franchise cornerstones, and Zion to the point where he could make a decision if he don't want to be there or not. Like he don't really care. Like you get what I'm saying? He might force himself out, but they still consider him a franchise cornerstone. The brother's played 30 games a year since he's been in the league.
Played himself into a non-guaranteed contract. This ain't football.
Yes.
How do you do that?
Disgusting.
And yet he's still beating you, RJ. Because he does more when he's out there. He's better than you on the court.
That's crazy to me.
It's crazy.
And that's crazy.
That's crazy. Because it shouldn't be that way. Because you do a lot of the good stuff. Like, you used to be our primary defender. I miss the days when I could look at you for that. Mm-hmm. And now it's like, I have to look around for someone else because it can't be you. Which sucked because I thought that's all I was getting out of you. I thought that was the point of it. Anyway.
And that's real.
Yeah. Anyway.
And that's super
RJ
real.
is super disappointing. And it's the first time you made me consider taking you off of the trade list. For Atlanta, mind you. Atlanta? I lived in Atlanta. I got peoples in Atlanta. I'm Atlanta? Yeah, Atlanta. That's a D plus. That's a D. No, I'm disappointed. D for disgusting. For where's the D?
Do better. Do better, Rowan. D for do better, Rowan. Mm-hmm. We believe in you, but
I do believe you. I don't want to trade you.
That's just
I'm still don't want to trade you, bro. But
that's just an interesting.
You sucked in the playoffs. Also, you've been getting by. You've been living off of Julius Randle slander for a minute.
Yeah, Julius Randle being absolutely selling in the playoffs.
Taking the spotlight off a lot of. And Julius was injured. You're young and healthy.
Yeah,
IQ got injured. Randle got injured. Randle was guarded by Bam, Mobley, Allen. You have no excuse.
No excuse. Zero. And you gonna have to show and prove. You still got to have to show and prove.
I give him a D and I move on.
Show and prove.
I'm thinking about the playoffs right now, that game 6, and I just got chills just now. There's too many ugly RJ moments out there.
They sold my boy Jalen. Both of them sold my boy Jalen in that game 6.
Yo, never seriously.
Never again. It's double teaming my man 94 feet.
He was still giving them chips. Came down to a possession. Yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, moving on.
All right. So moving on, it's time for the previews. All right, so starting off right now, the Knicks are playing the Thunder. Thunder, number 2 in the West. So I have my concerns about this game. On purpose, I haven't checked the score yet.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. I was just about to check. I don't want to taint it either.
I haven't checked the score yet because I want to keep the authenticity.
Me too.
Authenticity
I like
of
where
the
we
pod. So I'm not gonna check the score. But Knicks play the Thunder. SGA is him. I'm gonna give you that. He is good at the sport, man. Damn. Like, he's really, really good. But another player, he's 1-3 in the playoffs. 1-3 in the playoffs. The only time he's been in the playoffs, he played with Chris Paul.
Yeah, but he was young.
I think that was a Chris Paul year.
Young. Yeah,
he was young. But I think he's ready to go back. I think he's ready to go back and do some damage. He got a young team. I would say for the Knicks fans that are pro growing the system and stuff like that, the Oklahoma City Thunder is a perfect example of them being homegrown talent and using all their picks and just cycle. They don't hit on a lot of them. Let's be clear. There's a lot of them players that they done drafted in the first round that you ain't never seen again after 2 years. But
the ones they kept, the ones they got,
they got good players. Yep. Shea, Chet, Nasty Man, Josh Giddey.
They doing it out there.
Lou Dort. So Chet, you betcha. So I'm not gonna lie. Chet, you betcha. I like Chet. Me and Breezy once said, right? And this is hilarious because I know Chet Holmgren is good at basketball. Like, I knew he was gonna be good as soon as they drafted him, for the simple fact that I know for a fact that Chet Holmgren was walking into a gym with like killers in the stands in his AAU days and just going and giving brothers chips.
Right.
Chips. Like I saw the McDonald's All-American game and I was like, yo, this slim white boy out here giving everybody work. What is going on here? So I knew he was going to be good. I'm not going to lie. I knew he was going to be good. I didn't think he was going to be this good. I was like, oh, nah. So I'm nervous about this game. I'm not going to lie. I like Shea. I like Chet. Do I think that Jalen Brunson is going to get me this W right here? I absolutely do. I think that this is a good litmus test because we don't beat a lot of good teams, and we just beat a really good team on Monday.
We beat the Suns. We beat the Lakers. We beat the Bucks. We in here.
We got 3 wins. We got 3 good. I got us at 3 good wins, quality wins
in the last 2 weeks. Easy
on the season. And I want this to be our 4th one. I'm not gonna lie.
This would be.
We don't play the Thunder often. To be fair, of all the Thunder games I've seen us play in like the past 3 years, like they've beaten us.
There you go. Talk about it.
And it's actually been kind of right because like even when they was submit, they was beating us, and a lot of that had to do with Shea. But I think we got this game. I'm not gonna lie. I think we got this game. I think this is a good Julius game because I don't know who their power forward is. And because I don't know who their power forward is, I'm automatically going to assume that Julius Randle is going to have a good game. They said we got to watch out for Chet. I think Hartenstein can contain, not defensively, but like Chet is like
that's my concern. That's my concern. SGA versus Hartenstein and Taj.
You get what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying? Like, Chet is good because Chet don't really need a lot of shots. It's kind of like KD-ish. Yeah. Like, he's just moving around getting buckets. Right. Like, it's like he's not really asking for the rock. His buckets is all pure will, and he got mad skills. Like, and that I didn't even mean to run that. But like, so I'm worried about Chet. I'm not gonna lie. I'm worried about Chet.
Man, it's just in your soul, bro. It's just
Shea, I'm worried about, but I think that Jalen Brunson gets us out of it. I think we get a good game from RJ. I just can't imagine that RJ's gonna have another bad game. I think
it's gonna land on IQ. I think it's an IQ.
I can see us. I don't know anybody on their bench. Like that's me being.
I'm slightly ignorant to it. I wish I could just tell you who their power forward was. I know somebody out there listening like, oh yeah, it was Michael Rappaport. You know, some whatever.
I don't know who that is.
But I can't give it to you on that one.
Shea, and I know Chet, and I know Ludo.
I'm worried about. I'm worried about Shea, and I'm worried about Chet, and I'm worried about not having. I would have been worried about Chet anyway, just because he's here and he's on, and he could give it to you from everywhere. And Mitch would have been a problem. That would have been a problem. Like, if Mitch was here, I would have been less concerned about SGA because I got Brunson plus I got Mitch.
Yeah.
Without Mitch there,
it's like damn.
I'm worried about SGA. I'm worried about Chet. I'm worried about
I'm not gonna lie. I seen Chet throwing on Rudy Gobert like 3 nights ago, and I was like, what? What are you doing? Why are you're not supposed to be this guy. It's throwing on him. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, you can't just be. I'd say Chet had like 8 blocks the last week. He had 8 blocks.
He's doing everything we thought Wembanyama was going to do. He is killing it out there right now. Yes.
The streets saying it's another Melo LeBron story.
I mean, okay.
Is it Melo won Rookie of the Year? But
as a Knicks fan, I could keep it a buck. The Melo LeBron story got real tired real fast. It only lasted for a minute. So whatever. That's not a forever epic battle, but sure. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm
moving on. I got us winning this game.
I'm gonna say yes, but my heart's not in it.
My heart's not in
it, but I'm gonna say yes.
This is the number 2 team in the West. Like they've earned that.
I'll be fine losing to this team. I'll be fine losing.
Like
they beat us before. We're injured.
Yeah.
Where we need to be strong to slow them down and stop them.
We do not have the tools.
We don't really got I'm saying them for fandom, so maybe I should call it a loss, but I'm going to call it a W. So let's just keep going with that.
All right, moving on. All right, Knicks Magic.
Oh my!
This game is good. This game is big for us.
Both of these games are big. Whoa!
All 4 of these games are big.
Let's be real. We got young Reapers.
Oh, so I'm calling this the Kenny the Jet Smith game. Paulo Banchero, certified better than Jalen Brunson, a la Kenny the Jet Smith comes into. Oh no, we going to Orlando. We going to Orlando to play them in Disneyland. Give it up for the Magic. They having a good season. It's like the Magic was one of those teams last year where I was like, they're not gonna make the offs, but they good. They got good players. Like Paulo is good. Franz Wagner is good.
No, I had them in the playoffs.
They don't really got a point guard
this year.
They don't really got a point guard. I know Cole Anthony.
Right.
Like that's my guy. I like him. They got good teams.
I don't know their bench like that, and that's my concern.
Team.
And I don't know what vets they have over there, like pulling it all together for that pedgree they need.
Yeah, they don't really got a lot of vets. They young.
I know.
And they the type of good that don't know they good yet. So like that's the scariness about them. That's like you remember when Memphis was coming up, and Memphis like 2 years ago when Memphis was really, really good and they had no clue how good they were. Right. And they walked into Golden State and got put because they was out of their mind. You get what I'm saying? Like the year they played the Timberwolves, like they were good, but they probably shouldn't have beat the Timberwolves. The Timberwolves only lost because they were also selling. Right. Like it was like a sell-off. And then they went up against Golden State and they got put, which is real. But it takes anything to break down a team like that. Ja being fucking Ja Wick.
You got me stressing right now, dog. OKC and then when do we play them? Tomorrow or is it back? It's not back to back.
Oh, I think we played them on Friday.
Okay.
We played them on Friday, and I think we played the Pacers on Saturday, and then we played the T-Wolves on Monday.
Hey.
I'm going to confirm that for you right now. Yeah, so we played Magic Friday, Pacers Saturday, Timberwolves Monday. Okay. So we looking at Knicks Magic, man. Listen, they got good players. Franz is good.
We beating them.
He's good.
We beating them.
I think we got to beat them. I'm not going to lie. I'm saying we beating them because I feel like we have to beat them. Like it doesn't feel like a game that we could slouch on.
Right.
Just because we're probably they're probably our litmus test. Like a young team on the rise. Yes. They got good people all over the place. Paolo is they obviously they started their development. They got a good center. They got a good power forward. They got a good small forward. They got a good shooting guard. They got a good point guard. They got a decent point guard. They don't really they're missing a point guard. That's what they need. They need a point guard. And they still 17-12. Yeah. They still 17-12 early.
Yeah. No, yeah. Nasty.
Yeah. So I think that like I looked at the standings the other day and I got a little nervous because I'm like, yo, we technically in sixth place because the Heat is in front of us because they won one more game and Orlando's in front of us. So if we're gonna be fighting for fourth place, which I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think we would be that thick in the race for fourth place, but yeah, Orlando was surprising people. Like, you get what I'm saying? The Cleveland is right behind us. Like, I don't want to be in no fight like we was last year.
We had a much harder schedule this year starting off than last year, and we have a better record this year than we did last year. Yeah. So shout out to us. We grown. We're doing better than we were before. But I've been looking forward to this Magic's game. I think I said it last week on here. Yeah. Like, that's the game I'm really waiting on.
It's a good opportunity to humble a young team. Right. And like establish ourselves as in that second tier in the Eastern Conference, because that's the reality of it. Are we in the first tier? We're not first tier. Like, that's just the truth. Like, I don't
not personally constructed, not without injuries.
No, we're not first tier. Second tier, we should be firmly in second tier.
We should be number one in second tier. That's my problem with
number one.
We should be number one in second tier. We should be right there at first tier, but we don't have just enough to get over the hump. And like I said, Bucks and Boston both got better. Just one move better, and we did not. Yeah. We trimmed the fat, we got Dante DiVincenzo, which I guess you can add, but I just feel like we just trimmed the fat and translated Obi into the person that actually plays the position that we was training Obi to play, because he couldn't do what he was doing naturally.
And that's just foolish.
Yeah, but so that's not even a real move. That's sideways. We haven't done our move yet, and that move would get us in the first tier. But right now, which is not fair to put it on the team when we don't have, when we're so depleted in our bigs. No bench power forward. We have no backup power forward. We have no backup center because our backup center is our starter. We have our player coach playing minutes. It's messy out there, and if everybody's giving a fair analysis of us, it's amazing that we had a 3-1 week with the injuries that we sustained. But we did because we are nasty.
And this is true.
So even if we falter a little, because this could easily be a 2-2 week, this could easily be a 1-3 week.
3 week. Let's be honest. If we be honest,
we playing the number one team in the West and the number two team in the West, and then the Magic.
Yes.
Our only chill game is the Pacers, which people always get up for us, and welcome back, Obi. Like,
which we're gonna get up for, and they're gonna get up for us as well. Like that's just the reality of it. Yeah, this is an important week. This is an important week going into the new year, and that's just being real.
Yeah,
like these are all good matchups, Like we are more than capable of winning and more than capable of losing.
Yeah, I'm going for a win with this one also, but that's just because I'm kind of doing a litmus test for. I saw this test coming for a minute. Mm-hmm. It's just that we're a little depleted because we don't have our starting center there, and that kind of messes up to see what we truly are. But it is what it is,
and he won't be here for the rest of the year.
There's nothing we can do. Did we get that approval for that check yet? That because we signed.
Not yet.
So then maybe they say no because there might be a chance for him to come back. That all happened so fast. I hope Leon Rose knows what he's doing. That happened. It was an ankle sprain. It happened. So what's happening?
When did it happen? When did it happen?
My God,
I don't even know when it happened,
bro.
I don't even know. I'm still bewildered about that.
Yeah.
Like he hurt his foot a little bit, and then it was like, all right, he's out for 6 to 8 weeks. I'm like, damn. And then they was like, nah, he's out for
surgery. He's like, done.
What the hell happened?
Right. I don't like the story. I don't fully believe the story.
I ain't see no twist.
I'm a little. We didn't land on the moonish. So I didn't fully believe the story because I'm like, bro, it was just okay just a week ago. Like, what happened?
We was fine.
You rested and all of a sudden you're done for the year?
It don't make sense.
Nah, son.
Still, it don't make sense.
I think he got to get moved. I think it's expensive pick heavy moves we got to be making. So we're going to be moving like 6-7 picks by February.
All right.
Yeah.
So moving on, we both got it. So we got 2-0 so far. Next game, Pacers, Indiana.
Halliburton.
Ty Halliburton versus Jalen Brunson. Oh my God, I can't even pick this as a loss, even if I wanted to.
Right.
Right. Y'all told me Ty Halliburton was him, and I don't believe that.
So you gonna put your money on a 40-point Jalen Brunson performance too, huh?
Oh yeah,
I hear you. I hear you.
I believe. I was told. All I'm gonna say, I was told through my extensive research is that Jalen Brunson talks shit very, very humbly. Yeah. I can hear him absolutely giving Ty Halliburton the business and complimenting him the entire way. I can see him giving him 43 points and being like,
this may be a 30-30
it just wasn't
Brunson
enough.
Randle game for real, because Randle has all the reason to go in there and just wild out,
destroy
on everybody in the building. He figured it out. He's taking less threes. He's going to the paint. He's bullying everybody. Yes. He's spinning on everybody, which isn't a problem as much because he's not doing the spin move from the three.
Yeah,
like he's going to go to, I feel like this is a 30-30 game. Yeah. No, let's go off.
Yeah, so we said Obi got benched, so it's not going to be the matchup I wanted to see. I'm not going to lie.
They're going to get their minutes.
That's what I wanted to see.
We're going to get those minutes. It's going to be just like practice. It's going to be just like everything Tim saw that sent him to the bench.
Hey.
I can't wait.
Well, we shall see Saturday.
Limited minutes, because the coach is going to see it and he'll be like, all right, Obi, hit the bench again, dog. Get off him.
The crazy thing about Obi being benched is that he was not playing bad offensively.
That's the problem with Obi. As far as I was told. And cool.
As far as I was told.
Yeah, no, he was playing bad.
But
he was their worst defensive player on the team.
And that's saying a lot because every single one of them are bad defenders except Miles Turner. Ty Halliburton is terrible defensively.
He was super negative.
Terrible. Buddy Hield does not play defense. When have we known Buddy Hield to play defense? We've never known Buddy Hield to play defense ever. Ever.
No.
Ever. Think about the people they're not starting. They're not starting. They number one draft pick last year, Ben Mathurin. He's not starting. Why are they not starting him? That got me over there thinking Ricky Carlisle is over there wilding out. He's doing some Monty Williams shit.
You got me looking right now like, dog, he's not starting?
Ben Mathurin's not starting. He's starting. I think Bruce Brown is not starting. That was their free agent acquisition last year. They just put the second year players, the Nemhard and I forgot the other guy's name.
I'm out.
But they not starting.
I'm wasting more time trying to figure out their team right now than I care to, because they're losing, because they have to lose, because we beat up on the bad teams.
I would say
we cannot act like Indies on our level.
I would say this: send the 5 million guards we have, put Ty Halliburton in the blender, and let's cook them up and go into the new year 3-0. That's how I feel about it.
So nice.
I think Ty Halliburton is really good at the sport. I'm not going to be like he better than my Knicks point guard.
He's a little
I
taller.
don't fuck with
That's
the Pacers.
all.
I'm just a little taller. His jump shot look nasty. But it's effective. Yeah, it's effective.
I've seen Brunson get some crazy layups off of Brook Lopez, who was 1 foot in front of him with both arms stretched up. Yeah. So I'm not even worried about the height. At that point, it's just like
he don't play defense.
Yeah.
He don't play defense.
It's like watching Mike. Watching Brunson.
That's fine, because Jalen Brunson don't play defense either. Jalen Brunson was not born here to play defense. I said this for at least 2 years. He was not born here to play defense. He'll give you the effort, but if they get buckets on you, fine. I'm gonna get more buckets than you are.
I'll make up for it. My bad.
I'm gonna get more buckets than you are. So I'm walking into the new year 3-0, and feeling a lot more confident about our team at the end of this week at Saturday. Right. But then we get to Monday.
And then we super lose.
And we play the T-Wolves. And I got this as a loss. And I'm going to be dead ass with y'all.
Not even a loss. I want my bench. I want my starters sitting in the fourth and resting for the next games to come. I
don't got us winning this game. I don't got us winning this T-Wolves game. We have no big men.
They're too big. The bigs are all super skilled.
They got Carl Anthony Towns playing the power forward position. Yeah. How are we supposed to rebound? Yeah. We've actually seen this show already this year. We've already lost to the Timberwolves. Yeah. We've already lost to the Timberwolves. And how did they beat us? the same way they're going to beat us on Monday.
We usually don't look small against people. And we look itty bitty against the Wolves. Yeah, it's over for that.
And it wasn't even that. We had Mitch, but he was only one man.
Yeah.
And they have like, let's be clear. I think Jaden McDaniels, their small forward, is 6'11". Like, I think he's 6'11".
Their team is mad. They stepped on the court. I'm like, yo, it's the Monstars or what up?
Ant-Man is 6'7". And Michael Conley is like 6'3". Everybody's tall. Everybody's
the
long.
whole entire team.
It's like they got a lot.
Yeah.
They got a lot. And that's
good for them. They're on the West Coast. You can have that.
Yeah, they on the West Coast. We see them. They out here trying to make the Rudy Gobert trade look like a success. And to be quite honest with you, it's kind of working.
It is.
I saw somebody say that the worst thing that Utah did in the Rudy Gobert trade is also trade Michael Conley to the same team, because he's clearly the key to unlocking good Rudy.
Yeah, making it all work.
Because Rudy Gobert is playing good defense player of the year.
Is there any team in the West you're concerned about?
In terms of overall?
There's the Timberwolves.
I think the Timberwolves are actually really good. I think that, I did not think they would be as good as they are.
Matchup wise. I'm thinking when we gotta play them.
Matchup wise, I think we don't match up well with the Timberwolves.
No. Timberwolves, they got us beat.
Is the worst matchup we could play.
You don't feel that way about the Suns because you shouldn't.
No, I'm not worried about the Suns. The Suns, they're folded. They're folded.
Do you feel that way about Denver?
Glorious. Yes, I do feel that way about Denver. I don't feel that way
about Denver.
Nikola Jokic is he's too good at the sport.
Wonderful.
He's way too good at the sport.
He's my 2K center that I build every year. He's my player.
Way too good at it. He's way too good at the sport.
He's unreal.
Way too good. And he's 6'11", and he's going to get every rebound. And he's not even getting rebounds because he's stronger than you. He's just way craftier than you.
I'm just being delusional because we beat them twice last year. I'm just being delusional because we beat them twice last year.
And I took that to the bank. Yeah. Let's be clear. I took that to the bank in June. Yeah. I was like, well, we swept them. I'm not even gonna lie. Some damage.
Y'all may be having problems because y'all teams ain't built like my team. My team has depth from top to bottom.
To be fair, and I believe that we only as good as our last game. They was cooking us for 5 straight years. He was coming in the building and triple double, triple double. I was like, all right, chill out.
It took a while to figure it out.
Yeah, last year was good for me. It was good for me. But yeah, I don't believe that we beat the T-Wolves. I don't believe that we would be. I don't feel good about the T-Wolves. I don't feel good about the Nuggets. I feel good
Clippers.
about every team. The Clippers, I kind of feel good about, but not really because I feel like we're built to beat them. We're built to beat like high quality teams, like top heavy teams.
Right.
But I think in the playoffs is so much about star power. Like it's like that's what I'm saying. Like we have the setup where we have enough low efficiency, high volume scorers that I feel comfortable in the playoffs. Need be like, because the playoffs are about stars.
Right.
My goal is that we only really need two. Like we only really need two of them, and everybody else should be consolidated into people who hit threes or play good defense or can break down the offense and give me 12 to 15 minutes of good offensive defensive play.
I do feel like that's most
like
of our
I have
guys
Jalen Brunson.
We still disagree on that one. I still feel like that's most of our guys. Team defense, not individually. I'm sorry. That's just how it works.
Team defense works in the regular season. I think, I'm telling you, it works in the regular season.
Besides Brunson and Mitch.
Bro, all I'm going to say to you is this.
Dante.
I saw with my own eyes Giannis Antetokounmpo go
fair.
1-on-1 for 5 games against one man. And he took that brother to the paint for 5 games. That's all I'm saying. It's about individual defense in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
Fair?
In the playoffs, like Giannis, I give you, Giannis is an outlier, right? You really could, the way to really beat Giannis, and I've said this for years, is just make the brother shoot.
Get in front of him.
You
Stay in front of him.
Build a wall. But the problem is that Giannis is smart. He's not dumb. Yeah, like I can understand if he was an idiot. Like he's just smart. He knows you're gonna build the wall, so now he has to get better with his passing.
And he will.
The Bucks also went and got him someone who pulls from 40 feet away. Yes. So if you build the wall, he's just gonna throw it behind.
And that person gonna launch it from anywhere. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So. Like, there's ways to beat people. Obviously, it's harder when you're dealing with superstars. You get what I'm saying? But in terms of, like, us being, like, consolidating, like, we need 2 players. Like, we need Jalen Brunson, who I believe in, and we need Julius Randle, who I don't believe in, or
don't worry, I believe in him. I believe in him.
You believe in him for both.
I believe in him. Okay, so let's keep going.
But yes.
I don't believe
We're
in RJ,
losing to the
and you don't believe in RJ. And Julius was injured. And if RJ stepped up, we wouldn't be talking about Julius. But RJ is a bird, all right? I believe in one.
I believe in playoff RJ more than I believe in playoff Julius.
That's not.
I've seen more.
There was a moment last year where he was one of our best players.
He was cooking.
Yes.
He was cooking.
He had easier matchups. So that matter, and no one could tell me
fair.
Right.
And that is fair.
Cool. All right.
He's a number 3. I bet you if Julius Randle had the RJ matchups, he would also be cooking. Because why? He's a number 3. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But yes, so I got us walking out of this week at 3-1. Lost to the Timberwolves.
I'm telling myself 3-1. I don't believe it, but I'm telling myself 3-1.
I don't believe it. I believe 2-2. I'm not gonna lie. I believe 2-2. I believe 2-2. But
I believe 1-3 and more talks of trades. I believe 1-3 and more talks of trades. Like,
I think the beauty of that is that is such a reality. That's so realistic. 1-3 is realistic. 0-4 is realistic.
Yeah,
like
4-0 is unrealistic. And even the biggest,
it is though. Like that's reality. Yeah. 4-0 would be a pleasant surprise.
4-0, I wouldn't believe it at all. I'm like, we're not beating the Wolves. Like, you're not going to tell me we're beating the Thunder and then the Magic and then the Wolves and without getting tripped up by the lower competition by playing down to the Pacers? No, dog. I don't. Nah. I've been doing this too long.
I don't believe it either. So I got us at 3-1.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I got us in 3-1.
All right.
We'll take 3-1. All right. So it's time for Knicks for Clicks.
Knicks for Clicks.
LOL Knicks.
Brought to you by
I know.
crusty fans out there.
Yes. Where the segment where we highlight Knicks fans, Knicks haters, Knicks detractors, Knicks supporters who say just the darndest things. The darndest things. And the darndest things they say. My Knicks for clicks. I'm going back to it. Becky Hammond, you fucking sold. I'm sorry.
That's it. That's the one.
I gave you a segment. But
and a half.
To really give you the premise.
Don't mess with New York, Becky. Don't. That's what you get.
That take was just a bad take. Like, it was an unnecessary take. It was so bad. Y'all don't talk about Ja this way. Y'all don't talk about Dame this way. Y'all have never talked about Tyrese Halliburton this way. And y'all was telling us that they need to build the whole farm around Tyrese Halliburton the way that he's playing in the in-season tournament. The brother's lost 6 games since. Like, slow our roll here.
Yeah.
You know, he's a high usage point guard. It's like, come on now. Like, y'all don't talk about these guys this way. And I have a problem with it. Y'all don't even talk about these forwards this way.
True.
Like, there's 4 people in the NBA right now that has led their team to a championship. 4?
Oh, that's rough.
LeBron James, Steph Curry, Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Nikola Jokic, and Giannis. Like, these are the people that we're talking about.
So
here.
if we don't get one of those 5, and even if you put everything into getting one of those 5, 4 of them going to lose this year. So we wasted everything for it?
4 of them are going to lose. Not only are 4 of them going to lose, there are 25 other teams that don't have these people. Yeah. The reality of the situation is, if we're fighting for 6th place, like, if we're fighting for 6th place for the next tier of who doesn't have a tier 1 superstar, because y'all could talk about Joel Embiid being a tier 1 superstar. He's not. He does all this stuff against bums. I'm not even gonna lie. And I love JoJo. JoJo get 50, 12.
I respect JoJo, but JoJo is not blowing up your team. I love JoJo's game. He would have done it all these years when he had all the help in the world. The brother
can't get past the second round of the playoffs.
With all the help in the world. No.
Yes. What are we talking about? Jimmy Butler. I love Jimmy Butler. He gets there and he can't get past the hump. Jason Tatum, he gets there and he can't get past the hump. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? There's 5 teams that has a tier 1 superstar. 5 of them. Only 5. And we're talking about in the last 10 to 15 years since Kobe's, since Timmy. These are the people we're talking about here. 5 of them have led their team to a championship. 5 of them in the modern era.
I'm supposed to.
And LeBron is 39.
I'm supposed to kill Brunson. The first Knicks, a Knick point guard. Think about it. Knick. How long?
We haven't had a point guard.
How long have we not had a point guard?
When was the last good point guard?
How long have we had a point guard? We had one for a week with Jeremy Lin. How long have we had a?
Then Ray Felton.
Right.
Chris Duhon.
Not Fat Felton.
We haven't had a good.
We talking 2000.
We haven't had a star point guard since Steph.
Oh my gosh, Starberry, dog.
And his $25 sneakers.
We didn't have a point guard since Stephen Barry's. And you had to be there to understand that one, dog.
Come on now. You
had for the profane t-shirts. You wasn't there for it? Yeah, bro. Well, that's when we had a point guard. And now we got a point guard. He's killing it out there. And
the best point guard since Walt Clyde Frazier in a New York Knicks uniform.
In the Garden. Show some respect.
What are we talking about? And y'all took y'all time out of y'all day to come up with these Knicks for clicks. And that's what I'm saying. This Knicks for clicks, this segment is specifically to make fun of the craziest things that y'all say. It's not even the fact that you said it. It's the fact that it was a topic. It's the fact that we got everybody we could talk about in the league. 5 teams have a tier 1 superstar. 25 teams don't. So out of the 25 teams, who did you choose? Jalen Brunson of the New York Knicks.
Not because we're in 15th place, because we're not.
Yeah. We're not.
Not because we're out here losing all day. We're 5 games over 500. So it's not because we suck right now that we're stinking up the joint. It's not like we just ain't beat the Lakers and we didn't just beat the Suns. Yo, you know how often y'all be giving KD the green light to just go and pick up the chip? Forget the season, King. Just go get the chip. It's yours. You definitely gonna get the chip this year. And he don't get the chip.
And he don't do that for y'all. He never does it for y'all.
And he never gives y'all any love or any respect. Yo, the relationship y'all have with KD is a relationship I would love to have with y'all one day. So I know
Tier 2 superstar.
like that I could
Tier
just
2.
be nasty to y'all all day and y'all just kiss my boots.
Tier 2. Tier 2. That's all I'm gonna keep saying. Tier 2. I keep talking about these tier 2 superstars. Yeah, they can lead you to a championship. Yeah, this, that, or the third. Yeah, whatever, bro.
Whatever.
I've only seen 5 people. I've only seen 5 people in the bottom ever do it. 5.
Put it on their back and get it done. You right?
5.
You right. KD is not one of them. Even when he got
He's
it.
not.
Even when he got the finals MVPs. Even when all that was happening.
He's not.
Nope.
He's not. I seen Steph do it without him.
Yeah, it was just easy.
I didn't see him do it without Steph.
We gotta replace KD and put, oh my God, almost anybody. Because it was at a 73-19.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, that's crazy. All right. Yeah.
Insanity.
Becky Hammond, you out for that. I was gonna say something corny like people are still crying about the 4 lefties on the team or we shouldn't have traded Obi. Still saying that we shouldn't have traded Obi. And no, y'all disrespectful. And that's what makes all of this so good. I feel like I'm here at the right time. I feel like this is a year that it's gonna stand out. And I'm glad that I have a visual and audio record of being a real one throughout the whole year. You feel me? Like,
and that's real. And that is real right there.
Oh,
that is real.
Let's go. So y'all keep acting up so I can keep telling y'all how stupid y'all are. Like, and when I say that, like, I literally tell people online all day, yo, y'all are so stupid. You really believe that, dog? You so stupid. You so stupid. Yeah, nah, dog. We can't be doing this.
And that's real.
Yeah.
And that's real. That's all I gotta say about it.
I mean that.
It's been an interesting first 3 months of the season.
This has been good stuff.
Some old heads, new heads. We saw Cam. We gonna see Obi next week.
We saw 50 Cent and Fat Joe courtside on Christmas, baby.
We did.
Like, this is a good New York year. Stop playing with me.
What a moment.
Well, come on.
What a moment. That's all I can say. What a moment. Queens in the Bronx.
Yeah, that was a Christmas gift for me right there. Seeing that, I was like, ooh, my Tim shivered a little.
A lot of animosity, a lot of former animosity in that front row.
Yo.
It was interesting.
It's good stuff. So we out here. Yes, y'all know where to find us. You know where to find me.
Yes,
I'm in every group.
Thank you, guys.
Search me. Sean Harris, SEAN. You know, like all the greats.
Indeed.
Like all the greats spell it. SEAN. You feel me?
Not SHAWN.
Oh, God. No dollar signs. No none of that. Holla at me. You got a problem? You could chime in, leave a voicemail, a DM. You know, we'll address it.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, we get out here though.
Thank you guys once again for tuning in. Knicks in 6 Pod. You can follow us everywhere at Knicks in number 6 IX Pod. You can follow me everywhere at Frostmine Guru. Follow the network at Smooth Family ENT. We are going to be locked in. I got me some new streaming software. We're going to be funky.
Oh, yeah.
I tested out the audience so that if y'all want to catch us when we in the middle of the heat of battle, we're going to try to get more live content into there because we want the podcast to be the main source of content, obviously, but there's so many other things we could do.
I want to debate with people.
I'm open at this.
I want to argue. I'm here to fight.
We're going to have a live chat, a live chat room. I want to be able to, pull some people in, get their takes and whatnot.
Because I didn't get to go off on my 8 intake well enough. I feel like we just digested this too easy nowadays. I want DeRozan 8 in the Drummond. Yo, come fight me on this, people. Say something.
He'll be on Portland. He'll be on Portland next week, so we
got time. Next week. We got time.
He sure will. Yes, indeed. All right, like I said, thank you guys. We are going to see you next week. Peace.